Touch to get there. Lay.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful.
B3 Picks TV. As you can see, we back again. Y'all tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. We blessed, not stressed. Man, to God be the glory above all things. Give thanks. We woke up another day. You got breath in your body. You blessed. Salute to my brother Juan Claudio. Make sure y'all follow the good brother Just As Juan. Please say Juan. We building. As you can see, we in here another day, another great day to give thanks. And we got a couple of topics for today. Shout out to Diego Pacheco and Emmanuel Alim. They're gonna be fighting this weekend. We're gonna just, talk about, the top fighters in the sport. The fighters that everybody loves, that hate, or loves to discuss. And we're gonna pivot. We're gonna start. Salute to my brother Juan Claudio. We're gonna pivot. We're gonna start with Devin the Dream Haney. The WBC president Mauricio Suleiman has come out and stated that Devin Haney has been tested over 70 times since he's been in the WBC, with the WBC, which would have been 7 years, and all have came back negative. So we're talking about a clean fighter right here, a clean boxer. All that snack talk, all that, all that hate, a lot of black hate, a lot of Devin Haney hate. All that snack talk is irrelevant now. WBC Mauricio Suleiman has proved that Devin Haney is a clean boxer, is a clean fighter. That's what we need. Y'all smash the like button, hit the follow. We definitely working. The other topic of conversation for today, Errol Spence has moved up to 160 pounds officially. He has requested that his 158-pound catchweight bout with Tim Tszyu be moved and elevated to 160 pounds. So I think that does, my brother Cloudboy AB, the fight that he won at Errol Spence Jr. versus Devin the Dream Haney, it looks like that's going to be on hold for this foreseeable future, as Errol Spence Jr. will be skipping over 154 pounds and going to 160 pounds, and he will campaign there, provided that he can get the win over Tim Tszyu. Shout out to Zan. I see you, Zan. Appreciate you pulling up. Our good brother Free is in the building. Salute to Free. Make sure y'all lock in with D Free Sports Talk. Fellas, we in here. We back again. Shout out to the good brothers, the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Juan, talk to it. I mean, you had a little background. Juan, I don't know if you can kick us off.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah,
Nah, my door was open.
it's all good. Appreciate y'all pulling up. All right, y'all. So a couple of conversations, then we can pivot. Y'all know how we do. We move around a little bit. Juan, break this down real quick. The Mauricio Suleiman came out and stated that Devin Haney has tested negative over 70 times. Break that down. Are you surprised? And before you jump in, shout out to Combos with Cam, Dr. Cam, becoming a YouTube member, supporting the channel, helping the channel grow. We needed that love and support. We need that. That's genuine. Man, make sure y'all follow Combos with Cam. Get uplifted, get motivated, get educated on your mental health, on psychology, all those good things that you need to be well rounded and developed. Shout out to Combos with Cam, the doctor, the good doctor. Mike Rim is in the building. What's happening, Mike? And appreciate you. Dr. Cam, she says, salute fam, peace and blessings to you always. Appreciate that love and support. We needed that. We needed that. That's gonna uplift us today. All right, Juan, let's kick off, man. They saying that Devin the Dream Haney is a clean fighter. Everybody was talking for years about snack this, Victor Conte that. Mauricio came out and said Devin has tested negative over 70 times over the last 7 years since he's been with the WBC. Is this shocking? Is this surprising to you? Break it down, Juan.
Yeah, Devin's a clean fighter, man. Like if Devin was taking something, you would notice it in size difference or just being, relatively better than normal. But he's always been a clean fighter. You could tell that he's always been a clean fighter. He's just always fought at the wrong weight for a very long time. Was at 35 for over a duel at time. So I'm saying, yeah, that's not that surprising. So I think him being clean, it's nothing surprising. The same way that you test any other of these fighters that you know we know that are super clean. You know what I'm saying? We should be never surprised. Now, it wouldn't be surprising if certain fighters that we do follow in this atmosphere come pop dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these guys do take something. But for Devin being clean over 70 times, that's not new. We all knew that because we would have heard something years ago that he was taking something, but he hasn't. So that's not surprising.
Mm. Free, you in here with us? Free might free
Yeah, I'm here.
Free, talk about it. Like, are you surprised or more so you kind of figured that he was being tested this amount of times over this period with the WBC? And did you have any doubts about Devin being a clean fighter?
No, I don't think that's the question. I think Mauricio came out here and said that because Devin said he has never been tested under the WBC. So Mauricio came out and said, "Oh, he's been tested over 70 times." To counter what Devin said. And I think that was the real reason why Mauricio came out and said what he said. It had
Yeah,
nothing to do with the fact of him being dirty or anything like that. It was just to clean up what Devin said by saying he was never tested under the WBC rules.
yeah, and I think that's a rule for most or all governing bodies. I think the WBC I think is a little bit more lenient more than the other belt organizations, but for the most part, what I'm saying, the WBC usually does have random drug, not random, but drug testing, within the pool. Like if you're definitely in the top, I think 40, 50, they're always testing you just to be sure that you're a clean fighter. But there's ways to get around that. But being Devin, knowing Devin and being like seeing Devin growing up, like yeah, we knew he wasn't dirty.
Yeah, I just think I
I
just
want to
think
add, I want to ask you this, Free.
yeah.
Mike Rim posing a good question. He said the question is, how does Devin lose and gain the weight so fast? Can you speak about that? And Juan, I want you to piggyback on that. How is Devin able? And I feel like people are saying that this is his superpower, being able to cut the weight and then put it on within a 24-hour or maybe 36-hour period and be able to, perform on fight night.
Um well the thing is, like a lot of times they was doing ceremonial weigh-ins. So
Good point.
when you're doing ceremonial weigh-ins, that means uh they are already made weight the day before they did the ceremonial. So it wasn't like he was putting on that much weight in 24 hours. It was more so he put on that much weight over a 2-day period. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of times people don't realize these ceremonial weigh-ins doesn't it's not that they're doing the weight that day. A lot of times those ceremonial weigh-ins is because they had already made weight the day before,
Hmm.
not the same day.
Yeah,
So
I mean the benefit of them cutting weight and being able to weigh in the day before, that helps a lot of fighters. Obviously from when back then when dudes were doing the same day wins, there was a lot of more of incidents of fighters having injuries, trauma to the head and stuff like that, because they rehydrate so much or so fast that it can become unhealthy at a certain point. So Devin losing the weight and gaining the weight for him shouldn't be so hard because again he's only in his 20s, so it shouldn't be hard. But I think as he gets older, it's gonna start like wearing his body down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's what, 27 right now, 28. So he's, what I'm saying, he's still in this prime of his career. You can ask that question later on in life when he's in his 34th year of life, 35 year of life. Ask that question then you see what's the difference. What I mean by that. But when you're
Yeah,
young, you lose and gain weight like nothing. I know that
yeah.
man's metabolism is out of this world. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, he gonna lose and gain weight whatever he pleases.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way. Like when I was in my early 20s, in my teenage years, up until I got like around 30 years old, I can put on weight and lose weight all in the same day. I could put on 10 pounds, and by that afternoon, I put on 10 pounds that morning. By that afternoon, that 10 pounds is gone. Because your metabolism is so high, you doing a lot of stuff because you got so much energy. You're constantly running around. You're doing a lot of stuff. When you get older, you don't have as much energy no more. You're not doing a lot of running around. You're more so walking around instead of running around. Like when I was younger, I could go play basketball all day long. Once I got like 30, 33 years old, 34 years old, man, I would play like 1 or 2 games and I'm done. I'm good for the day. So
I mean,
it's a difference in your energy. The
yes.
energy, when you got that energy, you can burn that weight off much faster than you can when you get older because you don't have the energy to burn that weight anymore. That's why you see so many men gain, and women too, but mostly men. You see men put on a lot of weight once they're done with the sport. Look at all of the football players, the boxers, basketball players. They all put on a lot of weight once they're done with the sport because they're not burning that energy. I mean, they're not burning that fat anymore. They just sitting around chilling. Their career is over with.
I mean, you gotta also remember these guys are not. The guys are athletes. These guys are well-tuned athletes. So the cutting and gaining weight, that shouldn't be a problem. The question is how the hell he was making 135 pounds for so damn long. That's the question. How in the world was he doing that? Because that was incredible. Not the question of him cutting in and gaining weight. Because at 160, he probably does walk around maybe 180. But even then, we've seen worse. We've seen dudes that are worse.
I mean, but you look at it. He came in boxing at that weight class, and
Yeah, at 19 years old, right, Free?
yeah, somewhere like 19,
17. He
18.
was seven. No, he was
Oh,
17 when he
and
just
in
Yeah,
fought.
Mexico, you're
yeah,
correct. You were
yeah,
17.
yeah.
You're right. You're
So
right.
yeah, he came in at that weight class, and when you're accustomed to doing certain workouts or whatever, your body can just gain and lose weight easy because like you say, he was so young. He didn't move out of the weight class until he was like 25 years old. That's when he moved
26
out
or
of the
20.
weight
Yeah, he
class.
was like 26 or 27 when he moved
Nah,
out.
nah, nah. He wasn't that old because you remember he
Yes, he
fought
was.
Loma. He fought Loma at 24. So
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
so he moved up to fight Regis at the end of the that same year.
That's what I said. 25 years
Hmm.
old. He moved up 25 years old because he got undisputed at 24. He
Yeah,
fought
and but
Loma
you,
and
you
he moved
but you
out the
look
weight.
you look at certain fighters, man. You look at certain fighters, right? Like the not the surprising part, but
Speak
not
to
it's
my
not
brother
surprising
Faze
that
and
I
Bentley. Appreciate y'all.
facts.
Faze,
It's
pull
not
up.
it's not surprising that 180 or 160 pounds is what Errol's asking for right now. Because again, I
Mm.
said this 3 years ago when he fought Crawford. He should have been moved up. That should have been the move before even fighting Crawford. You should
I,
have been moved
Yeah.
up a
I
long,
mean,
long time ago.
at the same token, you can look at Earl Spence. Earl Spence did the same exact thing. Earl Spence didn't move out of the weight class until now.
Yeah.
He
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 should he
started,
should have he should have moved up. And I
yeah.
always said that he should have always moved up. That's the one thing I always
But
say
see,
about Errol. He should have
but
just
see,
been moved
that's the
up.
thing. When Earl got in his 30s, that's when it was starting to get harder for him to make the weight.
Mhm.
He had to get a nutritionist because he was 33 years old when he fought Bud Crawford.
Matter
He
of fact,
it was
you know who's a perfect example for that? Look at Loma. Look
yeah.
at Loma. Look at Loma. Because when you look at Loma, right,
Hmm.
that explains a whole bunch. You start at 122, you get all the way up to 140, then you come back down to 135 because 135 is that sweet spot for you. But you knew naturally, like if he was in his prime at 24, 25, 26 years old, he's a 122-pound fighter. That man is a 122-pound fighter that was just bigger than a lot of everybody. But again, you get older, you're not gonna be able to make that weight no more. That
Yeah.
100 and you know what I'm saying? Well, you're not gonna be able to make that no more. Like certain dudes, they're just not gonna be able to make that. You know what I'm saying?
They
Same thing
want
with
they
Manny
want Loma
Pacquiao.
to go back to 130, Juan.
They wanted him to, but he won't be able to. He won't
Mm.
ever be able to. You look at his body. He got like, and then not pause because it's gonna sound crazy. He's got a little baby weight on him. You know what I'm saying? Like even when he looked at him, like when he fought like Devin, you look at him and like, oh, you got a little baby weight on you, but it's not like crazy fat. But it's like he's just older.
Yeah.
Loma's in his 36, 37th year of life, bro. Like you gotta understand. Like
Juan,
as we get older, we're gonna gain weight.
it's the way you change your voice. You said, "Look at that little bitty weight on him." You know what
Yeah,
I
not
mean?
fat.
That's
Like little bitty weight on it. You know what I'm saying? You got a little belly gut. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the way that you gain weight, bro. It's the way you gain weight. Cause like for me,
hey,
like
D3, don't worry. I got some aphrodisiacs for your energy, brother. I'm the ghost of Dr. Sabi, man. Don't worry, man. I got you.
not,
I
not
get
the
you right,
Dr.
man.
Sebi.
I don't need the energy. I'm good. I'm 50 years old, dog. I'm in better shape than most
D3,
50-year-olds. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good.
Man, you been better shape than most 30-year-olds.
That's
come
a
on,
Most
fact.
man. I
20
still,
year
you can't go
I'm
wrong with
good.
a little healthy
these kids.
aphrodisiacs, man. Come on, man. B3 know what I'm talking about.
But you
I
know,
can I can still go out there and play flag football and play basketball with my sons. I just choose not to because
Nah, nah,
if I get injured, nigga, I'm the sole breadwinner in my family. My wife, she
hey,
depends on me to get her back and forth to work.
mm-hmm.
hey, Faye's talking about a different playground free. You
Yeah,
gotta
Hey,
watch it.
man. You gotta play
I
around.
got 10 kids. I ain't got to worry about that. 10 kids
Nah,
Right.
no,
and
cause
nine
hey,
grandkids. I ain't got to worry about
hey,
that.
y'all never
He
had
said you
y'all
got a
girls like a
lengthy
shoe.
tree.
Hey,
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
y'all
hold
never
on, hold
had
on.
y'all
Wait,
girl look at you
hold
and
on.
say,
Face, hold on. Face,
Oh,
hold on.
that,
"Where's your tape?"
Hold on. Free, you said you got tech, bro. No, you ain't got TVs. You good,
No,
bro? What is going on, bro?
I got
dang.
5 biological kids and my wife got 4 kids. She got
I was
4
about to
kids.
say, dog. I was like, dog,
But
you,
Hmm.
you sounding
we
like
got
my pappy right
Hey,
now. You
B
well
sounding like
free.
my
technically
sperm donor.
Hey, D free. You
technically
know
I
what
got 6
I've been tripping off
biological
of
kids.
lately?
Technically I got
Cause,
6
cause, cause,
biological
cause,
kids.
cause B3, I'm 30. So lately
Hmm.
I've been like, you know what? Dating single women, they kind of like fast. Like I'm kind of thinking like, I might date a girl with a kid or two, man, cause they're a little bit more grounded and stuff like that. And I'm a family man, so I might try to switch it up, maybe,
Do
man.
you have kids?
Nah,
You want no kids, face?
Well,
Well,
nah,
you might need to work on that energy then.
nah.
right.
That's a
Maybe
I don't
fact,
shoot
dog.
for that.
take all
You know
them
what I'm saying?
aphrodisiacs.
That's facts, dog.
Oh no,
I got all that for
I
you.
got the aphrodisiac down pat, but don't worry about that. But
You know,
they got all this Planned Parenthood stuff, so I get butterflies when I'm
No, he said
Hey,
God
like, hey
damn.
man, go to get the Plan B, baby. I'm sorry, I'm scared as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am, man. I don't know,
yeah.
man. That shit gets me anxiety thinking about having a kid, bro. Like
Hell
real
no, bro. I got you,
anxiety.
bro.
I
If you
don't know
want a
why.
kid, bro, I got you. I got this Mama Juana
I
right
don't
here. You know
miss.
what I'm
He say
saying?
I don't miss.
You need a
I
shot
don't
of
miss.
that, John. I got a Mama Juana shot for you. You feel me? You gonna be on one for a couple days after that.
Hey, on
hey,
training,
man. Hey,
on
listen,
training,
salute.
on training
Let me
with
just,
this episode to do. He said
Phase, you
I don't
breaking up a
miss.
little bit.
Go ahead,
Nah,
BJ.
facts.
Let
You
me,
are breaking up.
Now let me get us back in order. We're gonna quick pivot. We're gonna quick pivot. Shout out to Dank. Dank is like he's always on the news and notes for B3 Picks TV. He's definitely working. He said Garcia versus Ben has been announced live on Paramount and the Zone. So if you sign the Zuffa, you can't fight guys from the other side. Narrative dies every day, B. So yeah, so I mean that's
Uh, I don't
good.
know.
That's
I
good
don't
for
know.
boxing.
I don't know about Paramount because I'm looking at it right now, and Mike Carpenter just tweeted out breaking news: Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben has been announced for September 12th. Watch live exclusively. Oh no, that's in the UK. He said exclusively on the Zone in the UK and Ireland. They didn't say whether
Okay, they ain't
they
say the US.
yeah they didn't say
Oh,
nothing
you know
about the
how they
US.
do free. Yeah, okay.
I I,
So they probably
I
haven't
think
finalized
honestly,
the US rights.
I think
Jay Grant
honestly, this is
Jr.,
good. This
blessings,
is good
salute.
though. Like this is good though. Like I don't know. I know we was having that conversation the other day on Monday about like possibly is Zuffa going to
Yeah,
work with
no,
these guys to do it.
it says Paramount too. It says Paramount too. I see
Yeah,
it.
man, and you'll need
Mm.
because you technically need to, bro. You need to work with these guys. You
No, but
need to work
that's
with
the
them.
thing, and that was the thing. Like Dana White wanted it exclusively on Paramount, and DAZN was like, no, you're gonna have to show it on DAZN as well if you want Ryan Garcia because he's exclusively to DAZN. So if you want Ryan Garcia, you're gonna have to show it on DAZN. That was
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
mix up with the situation, and
Yeah,
so
because he got an exclusive rights deal. Oscar De La Hoya came on and said he just signed a 2-fight deal with the Saudis last year. One fight with Barrios, and I'm guessing the second fight is going to be Conor Ben. So
Mm-hmm. And kind of been, and you know what I'm saying? Kind of been, you know, deals to him. You know what
the
I'm saying?
the
He getting
question
paid.
the question of phase is, and my brother Dank is Devin Haney will he be fighting on the undercard?
Nah,
Or he never. I
I
that'd be
mean,
mean,
crazy.
at
right.
this, hey, listen, at this rate, hopefully they just get the brother money right and he can fight. But I mean, I understand the optics or whatever, but the hell with them optics. Them optics didn't matter in Times Square and it didn't matter in Saudi when he fought Norman Jr.
But the thing is though, like you
Get that
you
money.
put you put yourself in this, and I don't want to say a predicament. You put yourself in this predicament because now they gotta make that money back. They're giving you 14 million. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you gotta make that money back. So you now either have to fight Shakur, or you have to fight the one of the
Keyshawn.
Davises. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you have to do it now. You
But is
have
that
to
not a
smash
big
him.
enough co-main to sell your pay-per-view? With
Nah, but
Ryan
that's
and
a
Conor
main.
Ben and then Devin and Keyshawn?
Nah, that's a main event, dog. That
I
alone,
agree.
that's a main event. That
Yeah,
alone is a main event, bro. You talking about
I'm with you.
dudes that are main eventers?
Whoa, 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 whoa. So look, V3, I'm just catching the butt end of what you just said.
Let me say shout out to
So
Vay real
Dank put
quick,
up
man.
that.
Appreciate you, Vay. Members,
Yeah, yeah,
supporters of the
yeah.
channel. Appreciate y'all. Come on. Go ahead and cook.
Oh, so they said that the Zone and Paramount are going to do a joint broadcast like that.
For
Yeah,
Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia.
Oh,
they got
the floodgates is open. You got the one of the biggest stars in traditional boxing going against somebody from Zuffa, and they sharing a promotional deal. It's over. All barriers are broke. I said if he did that, it's a wrap. And look
yeah.
at
I
Dana
mean
White. He did that.
that was the thing that Dana White had to be willing to play on this side of the field. Like it wasn't a
Yeah.
question whether these guys can fight the Zufra guys. It was a question of was Dana White going to allow these guys to be able to share the revenue. Dana White wanted to keep all of the revenue to himself, and
But I think
that
also
was
the thing is though too, it was more of the belt organizations because they had already came out and said they wasn't going to be working with Zuffa. Because now if you fighting under Zuffa and stuff like that, you getting stripped automatically 95% of the time. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it twice already. So it's like, how do you work with these things? Because it's like at this point, you either gonna work with these guys and y'all gonna make money together because that's what y'all do. Y'all gonna take a percentage of whatever Ryan fights at. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to take a percentage because he's still technically defending the belt. So either way,
Mm.
you have to kind of on both sides, you have to work with one another if you're gonna make this thing work. On one side, you're not big enough, and on the other
That
side,
kills all narratives.
yeah, you
So
no.
have
I
to
Shakur,
mean,
work.
so Shakur can still fight
Kills all narratives,
anybody
Vaughn.
pretty much. Come on.
no. I mean, he like I
Anybody,
said,
anybody,
like I
anybody.
like it always come down to it's got to be a give and take on both sides.
Hmm.
Dana White got to be willing to give a little bit if he want his fighters to fight those guys. He got to be willing to give a little bit.
And
It's not going to be just one
and
sided. Oh,
figure out
you
something.
send your guys over here to Paramount. They're gonna like, oh, we
Yeah.
got these guys signed over here to make money over here. So we're not going to just send these guys over there to fight your guys so you can make all of the money. So
Hmm.
it got to be a give and take on both sides, and
Because you
that was
gotta
always the question. Like it wasn't the the PBC, the Golden Boys, the top rank, the Matchroom that said that they wouldn't fight Zuffer or they don't respect the Zuffer fighter. It was Dana White, the one that was saying he's not willing to work with those promoters. He don't care about those sanctioning bodies. It was
yeah
Dana White that said all those. It wasn't the other guys that said it. So
yeah. 'Cause you got
we looking at it. We looking at it from what Dana White was saying all this time. He was saying he don't care about the sanctioned body. He don't recognize those belts. He only recognized the Ring and Zuffa belt, and he wasn't willing to work with the promoters. That's what he was saying. It wasn't the other guy saying that.
And we gotta also understand, man. They're gonna have to work with him. Like Dana's gonna have to work with him. You're paying one $15 million a fight. Well, you're paying two of them now. $15 million a fight. $15 million a fight. And then you got Jai that I don't know how much you're paying him. You probably paying him a bolo too. You're paying Edgar.
And
I
they
know
said he
that
got
much.
$2 million for
I,
the Brandon Glanton fight. So
I doubt it.
Yeah.
let me say this real quick, and shout out to Jay Grant. He did say, he said Dana said, "Judge me by the end of the year." That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the track
Mm-hmm.
record. Like Turkey is the ball is in Turkey's court, and I guess it's been in his court right since the last couple years. He been doing business with PBC and Matchroom and Queensberry and everybody, right? Golden Boy.
Right.
Watch this. Turkey owns a percentage or a portion of the zone. He's invested in the zone with Sulla. They also invested in
Super.
Super Boxing as well. So I mean he's pretty much able to kind of
What's going on, Vay?
they almost like they got boxing in a vice grip right now.
And see, that's the
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I'm glad you said
Oh
that.
yeah.
I'm glad you said that, B3, because as you sing,
Okay.
those promoters was willing to let their fighters fight with Turkey on the ring card. They was
Yeah.
willing to do that. They didn't say no, we're not going to work with these guys. That's what I'm saying. It was all Dana White saying these things. They never said
Mhm.
these things. Dana White was the one that was saying all these things.
But the thing was free. It's not that he wasn't saying that he wasn't gonna work with these promoters. He was saying he wasn't gonna work with these organizational belts because you know how they do. The thing
No,
is,
but he said
You
he
know,
said he wanted. He said no. But I'm saying when he first came in, when
yeah,
they
when he
first
first
announced
came
it,
in, he said it like that. But then he had an interview and he was like, the thing is that most of these guys are gonna want to their paydays, which again, understandable. You're champions for a reason, whatever case may be. But he's saying it like this: these guys are gonna try to squeeze out the most money they can because they hold a belt.
Yeah.
And again, and in his part, it's kind of true. Look at how many belts we have in the sport. On each
Mm.
and each, well, how many divisions is it now? 10, 12? So
At
you gotta
least.
add that. You gotta kind of think like, all right, bro. So we're gonna pay every champion that fights under the card. Like, or what are we doing?
but at the same token, if you want those big name guys, a lot of those
And I
big
get it. You
names,
have to pay, and you have to pay. But some
yeah, a
of
lot
these,
of lot of those big name guys are the ones that's holding those belts.
yeah, but you got to understand also there are names that aren't certain belts and certain with divisions. That yeah, bro, you can get paid, but you're not gonna get paid that much. You shouldn't
No,
be getting paid that much at all.
and see that's where it comes down to negotiating the money. I'm not worried about that. That's I have nothing to do with that. But when you say you're not willing to work with these sanctioning bodies and you want to fight the guys that's holding these belts, well, the sanctioning bodies is the one's going to say, okay, either we're going to sanction this fight or we not, and we're going to take the belt from you. Now it comes down to the boxer. Do they really want to hold on to these belts or do they don't want to hold on to the belt?
And honestly, and an honest to God, honest truth, right? Besides the WBC, and I know that we all have a thing with the WBC. These guys, they be lying, so I ain't gonna say nothing. But most of these belt organizations, their fees really ain't that crazy. Like I know that like each of them, I think almost all of them take 10%. I think the WBC they make it up as they go, whatever the case may be.
Nah, it's
But
3%.
if the case may be right, yeah, you get a fee of 10%, and then whatever fee that Dana's gonna take out of whatever if you hold the Zuffa belt, if it's better than what is taken out of these regular alphabet title fees, you know what I'm saying? I understand why most of these guys would be going over there. But the case may be is that you still gonna have to pay these dudes and you have to work with some of these promoters because most of these promoters have the better dudes. Like if you want a heavyweight division, you gotta go talk to Frank Warren and all of them. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
you got to.
You have to. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's a give and take. That's why he said like, yo, you gotta kind of wait till the end of the year to judge him because at this
And that's
point,
why that's why I said if Dana White is going to continue doing the business model that he said from the very beginning, Zuffer's not going to last that long.
yeah, you gotta because you think about it. Even when he did he did it with the UFC. He still had to go to Pride and work with Pride because Pride at that time was the biggest thing on earth under the MMA thing. You know what I'm saying? Like they was the biggest thing on earth right there. So you have to kind of work with these guys. You know what I'm saying? You have to work with these guys. You're gonna have to work with these guys for the duration of whatever you're gonna
And
last with these guys.
I said it. I said it a couple of months ago. I said it probably about 2 months ago. It wouldn't have been no problem if that's what Dana White and Turkey's idea was. The problem came was when they spoke it out loud. If they would
Yeah.
have just said, "This is what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna keep this to ourselves. We're gonna try to get all these guys over here and put these other guys out of business." If they would have kept that to themselves, they could have probably been had other guys signed to the Zuffa boxing. But
Yeah.
because they came out and said it out loud, these guys was like, "Oh no, we're not letting these fighters go. We're gonna extend their contract. We're gonna give them a bigger contract or whatever have you."
Yeah, but even then, right? You look at it. Some of these zoos, they're leaving. They're leaving. Like I know that, like matchroom dudes, they're usually really kind of fine with everything what they get, and Frank Warren's dudes, them dudes are committed to the day they die. They don't care. Frank Warren takes care of his fighters.
Let me
But
say,
like
yeah, he that's an understatement.
Frank
Y'all
Warren,
can hear me? My audio coming through?
yeah, you good.
Yeah, you
If
go.
you in here, hit the like button for us. Hit the follow button. Y'all see we growing. We pushing to 1K follows so we can get some ad revenue on some of these videos. It's so important. We, we got to get that coin. But to your point, Juan, yeah, Frank Warren, you could see even in a lot of the refereeing how his fighters are kind of set up for success.
Yeah. No,
Um,
and again, you kind of want that in a promoter. You kind of don't. But at the same time, too, if you was to really sit
you
here
want
and
them to
say to
have your
me,
back 100%.
you want. Like, cause like Matchroom, a lot of the dudes from Matchroom, like except for Devin for some weird reason, and I don't know if because baby Devin wanted to own his own thing. Most of those dudes are happy. Like you look at most of those dudes, most of the dudes are happy. Like Jerron said, "Yo, when my contract's up, I'm re up." You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's not. They're not. Satisfying these dudes with their money. I feel like
Yeah.
it's more the American side where we kind of, and I don't. We're dropping the ball. Like the PBC, obviously now they're finally starting to do something. But last 3 years, like they signed that Amazon deal, and it's like, all right, bro, well, where y'all been at? You know what I'm saying? And then you got Top Rank, but Top Rank is more of the
Everything was
we're gonna
pay-per-view
build
and
them up, and
sparing.
you can go on your own after you built up. So that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're now starting to catch up to the certain things. But Zuffa has a lot
Yeah.
more catching up to do than the rest of these guys. These guys have a lot of catching up to do, especially if you're gonna be putting these names down and you have these names in the Shakur Stevensons, the Jai Opatais, the Rios, the Edgar Berlangas, the Richardson Hitchens, and I forgot that he even signed there. So it's like, you know what I'm
Yeah, they
saying? You
got a big
gotta
fight next week, Juan.
yeah, and I literally forgot that he just signed there. I was like, oh shoot, yeah, he did
They
sign
said
there.
the
I forgot.
ticket's not doing too well. Reports are that I can check it, but I think Free, can you co-sign that the tickets for Belanga and Hitchens?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
believe
because that's
I
not
believe
names.
TD said that
They're
it was
not
priced a little
names,
too
bro.
high.
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they're not names.
the tickets not selling. It's the floor seats. So, but the upper level they not selling right now. They're like they said there's thousands of tickets still available because they're not selling because the ticket prices that they're selling them for are too high. They selling
Yeah,
and these guys are not that big of a star where they for the ticket prices that they charging for. They're like, oh look, Belinga, yeah, he's known, but he ain't that big of a star where we need to be paying $400 for a nosebleed. He
yeah,
ain't
nah.
that big of a star.
Nah, come on
But
now.
even then, you look at the Riyadh. It was a Riyadh card, wasn't it? In Queens when he fought in Queens, and
Mm-hmm.
my boy was there. My boy went to the fights, and he was like, bro, that state, the little thing was empty. He's like, most people left after Shakur fought. Like he's like, after Shakur fought, most of the guys left. Everybody almost left. Like there was the diehards that the Edgar fans, and then you had certain people that were there for Shiraz and stuff like that. But he was like everybody else, yeah, no, they left after the Shakur Stevenson and Zepeda fight. It was like everybody else kind of
Let's
left.
let's get into it real quick while we here. And everybody's seeing the breaking news. Bentley said, they just Ring Magazine just posted it, and he has Ryan whipping on Ben. Kick us off first, Free. What's your thoughts on Ryan versus Conor Ben? Early predictions. Who wins?
Um, I could see Ryan Garcia winning by a stoppage in the 7th or 8th round. The thing with Conor Ben is he doesn't have real good defense, and it doesn't seem like he has the power that he had prior to him testing positive. Um, I don't know if he has the boxing ability to be able to beat Ryan. I mean, he's a decent fighter. I wouldn't say he's a very good fighter. I would say he's decent, and he was more so somebody that would bully his opponent and he will overwhelm them. But he doesn't have that same aura about him since he tests positive. I mean, you look at the Chris Eubanks fight. He hit Chris Eubanks with everything. He couldn't get him out of there. And Chris Eubanks was drained in that fight. He couldn't get him out of there. He hit that man with everything. And I mean,
Yeah.
you look at other fights that he had since he tested positive. He hasn't had a stoppage since he tested positive.
Wow, that's a big deal.
So I just think with Ryan hand speed and the power that Ryan has, I think Ryan can hurt Conor Ben and possibly stop him. Because Conor Ben comes in reckless at times. He comes in reckless,
Yeah.
and I think he'll get caught with that left hook. And I could see Ryan stopping Conor Ben somewhere between the 7th or 8th round.
Salute to the family,
What's going on,
TD in the
TD?
building. And shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all see we in here working. We got D Free Sports Talk. Make sure y'all follow D Free. We got Just Ask Juan in the building. Follow the brother Juan. And also the good brother FaZe the Great. Listen, we blessed, not stressed. Hey, Juan, break that down for us real quick. Ryan versus Conor.
I can't believe you asking me to break this down after I said they two bums the last time. Come on, bro. Why you always making me do something I don't want to do? Look, man, Connor's a bum, Ryan's a bum, but Connor more of a scrub. He's like trash bag scum, and Ryan's newbie stuff. So it's like, all right, bro. I guess I'll take Ryan. Ryan by probably knockout because homeboy don't
Yeah.
got defense to even help himself. So it's like, all right, at this point,
And the
I
way
don't see
Shakur
you
talks
lasting
about
that long.
Conor Ben is just so disrespectful. Like he just
Cause
talk
he
y'all.
suck. Cause he suck, bro. What's disrespectful about it? Yo, I guarantee you, right now, brother, right now, I could take a novice fighter from wherever, a top 5 novice fighter in the amateurs, and he whoop on Conor Ben. I guarantee it. What are we talking about, man? This guy
FaZe,
sucks.
get in on this FaZe. What's your thoughts? Ryan versus Conor Ben.
Man, I think that's gonna be a good fight. Real good
It is
fight.
gonna be a good fight for like 2 rounds. Then he gonna get put to sleep.
Hey, I seen Ryan quit, man. I think Conor Ben can hurt him. So,
Bro,
just wanna see a
and you're
good
right.
fight.
You're right. You seen Ryan quit, but you know what? I seen Conor Ben go at it in a war with a done Regis Prograis. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing like at all, bro.
He also went out with it. He also went in with it on a 160-pound Eubanks too.
Man,
Yeah.
that Eubank wasn't even 160 anymore, man. Eubank been fighting 168 since forever now.
Yeah,
Hey,
Eubanks was drained and
that
he
was a
couldn't get
fight
him
of the
out of there.
year.
He was definitely half a man. He barely made it to the
The
fight.
second fight, yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, the first fight he schooled him. There was nothing
Yeah, he
there
did.
for him. He schooled him. What are we talking about here? We're talking
Yeah.
about Conor Ben. This guy had 15
Oh,
fights
they
as an
was
amateur.
swapping leather though. That was a
Nah,
better
that was
fight. That was fight of the year,
Hey,
wasn't it?
I'm
no,
I'm
I
a,
don't think it was.
dog, I'm
If it
gonna tell you
wasn't, it was close.
all you need to know about this fight. That man, Shakur Stevenson said, I go up to 47 to fight Conor Ben because he's trash.
He said he'd go to 54 to fight Conor
He
Ben.
said because he's trash. He like Conor Ben, he's not that good. But everybody else now,
It's
it's gonna
the
be catchweight.
style. It's the style that Shakur know he can take advantage of. It's the style matchup for Shakur.
Phase, but
I think that's more of what it is.
Phase, we gotta stop. We're gonna stop doing this right here. Ryan's gonna land that left hook, and he's gonna land that left hook at will. One, and when he does land, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. He's going to go down. That man is going to take a nice nap. Get him a pillow, a blanket, and some cookies. He's gonna take a nap. He's going to sleep.
Hey,
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think like Conor Ben will have problems with guys like Mario Barrios.
He's going to sleep.
I think Conor Ben will have problems with guys like Mario Barrios. Conor Ben, like I said,
believe that too.
he doesn't have the fundamental of boxing.
It's not even that he has the fundamentals for you. It's the simple fact, bro. You have no defense. Bro, I done seen you get hit with the same right hand for 10 straight rounds by Regis Prograis. You telling me right here, right now, bro, that Regis Prograis, and a career life 140-pounder, caught you with all those right hands. And mind you, probably hurt you a couple times. And then on top of that, you telling me that Ryan Garcia, a full-blown 154-pound, most likely he's gonna probably be walking in that ring at 165, is not gonna drop you, bro. Let you get out of here. We gonna get out of here today.
TD said he don't see Ryan knocking out Conor. He couldn't knock out Barrios.
Yeah, but Barrios is a better fighter than Conor Ben.
Yes, man. Come on, we gonna stop disrespecting Mario Barrios now.
No. Mario Barrios is a better fighter than Conor Ben. Mario Barrios has better defense than Conor Ben.
He beat Ugas? Because he beat Ugas?
Oh no, because Mario Barrios has better defense than Conor Ben. No, go look at Conor Ben's resume. Look at his resume, and you tell me who was a world beater at the time that Conor Ben beat him.
Nobody.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, how about this? Let's do it like this. Let me do it like this, right? We all follow the sport. FaZe, I know you follow the sport. FaZe, you be cooking. I'll be watching you sometimes. We all know Lewis Crocker, right? We all know him, right? We all are kind of familiar with him. Does he beat Conor Ben?
Who?
Lewis Crocker?
I think he probably could.
See? When you having somebody
I think that's a 50-50. I think
exactly.
Lewis could,
and when you're having a 50-50 fight, when you're having a 50-50 fight with Lewis Crocker, Lewis Crocker. Like, come on, brother.
We're not gonna do that to the Irish champion.
Rolly probably knocks his ass out too.
I think Rolly might knock Conor Ben out.
Wow.
I think Rolly might knock Conor Ben out.
Matter of fact, I guarantee it right here, right now. I know that for damn sure Africa stops him. I know for damn sure that Africa stops him.
Africa ain't stopping nobody. Stop it, Juan. What's wrong with you, man?
No, I guarantee. Yo, he's going to stop him just like he stopped Kambosos. He's going to stop him.
No,
stop him when you're strapped.
See, the thing, like,
so Conor Ben is on a Kambosos level.
Like,
yes.
It's hard for me to.
Shit might be below it.
When you fighting a guy, when you fighting against a guy who we know relies on his hand speed and his power,
that's a fact,
and you fighting against a guy who doesn't have defense, it's hard for me to pick the guy that doesn't have defense when he's fighting against a guy that relies on his hand speed and his power. Ryan relies on his hand speed and his power. He waits for that moment that you leave yourself open so he can throw that left hook. And Conor Ben doesn't have the defense to stop the left hook. That's the problem that I have in the fight. I'm not saying Conor Ben can't win. I just don't see him winning because he doesn't have good defense.
Ray, fuck that. You're being way too nice. He can't win. My fault. You being way too nice. Free. Just say it. He can't win. That's it. He can't. How did Adrian say it in Rocky IV? You can't win. You can't win, brother. You can't not win. That's it. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Juan turned into Chris Ariola on here. Hold on, let me see. Watch this. TD said, "I'm just happy to see Zuffa made a fight with a fighter outside of Zuffa. That is the real news, in my opinion." Yeah, we talked about that earlier, TD. That's great news. That means that that all that size of the street stuff is pretty much dead or irrelevant if the fight is big enough.
I mean, I mean, now Dana White can't say he's not willing to work with him because you did it for Ryan, so you need to be willing to do it for anybody else that you want.
Matter of fact, you know what?
Absolutely.
You know what, guys? Hold on, my fault. You think he beats Luis Paro? Leo Paro, whatever his name?
Oh.
That's right now. I think
right
Liam is just Liam.
And that's another thing too. That's another thing too. Conor Ben is fighting at a weight class he shouldn't be at. He should not be at 47.
He should be at 60.
He should be at 60 or 54 at the minimum.
Yeah.
He should not be at 47. That's another reason why I can't pick Conor Ben in this fight. He's literally draining himself to fight at a weight class because he knows he's not good enough to fight at 54 or 60. He knows he's not good enough.
Yeah, Bentley said the straight right hand from Ryan is deadly. Yeah, Ryan got that. Ryan, he got the straight right. He just don't
You
got
know
a
who's
jab.
you
Two
know
big names generate money, 100%. Yeah, they
you
doing
know
it
you
for the.
know you
It's a
know
big
you know
money fight.
after this fight for real
And there's no Pacquiao Mayweather no more in September, so
yeah,
it was
that's
open season.
perfect.
No Canelo in September unless
That's
they pushed
perfect
it
too.
back.
No.
Yeah, no,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's October now, right?
I believe so.
Well,
Yeah,
this
nah, you
this
know what
fight
too?
this fight
It's
is on that holiday now.
Yep, September 12th.
Yep,
you
September
know what's
12th. So
perfect though? It's the fight. It's the fight that is perfect because this is gonna make Ryan look better than what he really actually is. I'm sorry, but right, this also gives the opportunity for this Devin and Ryan fight to actually be made now. Because now you can't, even if you go to Zuffa and you make your little money and whatever money that you make, you know what I'm saying? And you want to make this fight with Ryan, now you got an excuse to be like, this fight is big enough now.
I'm
I
still
done
I'm
defended my belt. I done took the belt from a long reigning champion and then I defended it.
I'm still trying to figure out what's the holdout for him signing with Zuffa if that's where he's planning on going. What's the holdup?
I don't think it's that he's planning on signing with Zuffa. I think it's the the whole thing with if you're gonna make this fight, we gotta make they're trying to guarantee they're gonna make the Shakur fight. They all trying to guarantee it. So it's like at that point, I get what's the hold up with it, but it's like we gotta see what the
Well,
names where
then
you can actually generate.
it's not Shakur they need to be talking to. It's Dana White they need to be talking to. Dana White, is you gonna make this fight or not?
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. And but the thing too, you gotta understand too. He just seen the 15 whatever because in reality, I know it's probably like we said we was talking about the contract. He just seen the 15 million per fight that Shakur got. He's gonna want to outdo Shakur on that.
Mm, yeah, I don't know.
Man, Devin need to do something.
Yeah,
Bill, pull up.
he got. I
We
mean,
need some news. Like
well,
Devin need to do something
he got five
because
he
it's
got 5 days before he makes a decision on what he's gonna do. So
I think most likely he's fighting Keyshawn. I think him and Keyshawn they're gonna come to a deal.
well, they
yeah,
got 5 days.
because that was the tweets. Yeah, I think so.
I think
And
so.
then
I think so. I think it's gonna be him and Keyshawn, and then after the Keyshawn fight, I think more than likely Ryan Garcia fight. Ryan 2 is gonna be made. More than likely, I think more than likely that happens.
more than likely
I'm
mean you
still
got Devin beating Keyshawn.
yeah.
I
I
think
mean yeah.
Devin will beat Keyshawn. I think
You know what? And I was watching. I was watching fights the other day, and I was watching Keyshawn, and I watched like 2 or 3 Devin fights. I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know how you beat him. That's like how you beat him. Like, how do you beat this guy right now? Like he, especially right now where he's supposed to be at. He had a weight that he's supposed to actually be at. Yeah, I don't know. You beat him. I don't know if you beat him right now.
no, I just don't think that Keyshawn has been tested enough for a opponent like Devin. Like he's been in some wars. He's been pushed to the limit. So we never seen Keyshawn push to the limit yet. We don't know what he can do. I mean, Keyshawn might very well go out there and surprise everybody. I just think at this point in time, with only like 15 fights or 16 fights, whatever he got, and you haven't been pushed to the limit yet, and you going in there with a seasoned veteran who's been pushed to the limit multiple times in his career.
Yeah.
I don't know if Keyshawn is ready for that.
But forget all that. Are we not excited
What's
for
going on, Pride?
Navarrete versus Foster, bro? Come on, like, are we not excited for
The
this?
family in here.
Are we not excited for
Salute
that
to the
fight?
Big Brother Prize.
I mean, I would love to see the fight. I just don't think Keyshawn wins the fight. I
No,
love
but
to see the fight.
I'm saying though, we're not excited for Navarrete versus Foster. We're not excited for that. Like we're not happy for that.
I like that fight, but I prefer Oshaki versus Shakur. I
For
prefer
what?
that.
For you know what's this decision that's gonna be a landslide decision. It's gonna be unanimous decision.
I like the Oshaki and Navarrete because he should have had that fight years ago. He should have had that fight years ago. But I mean, I'm sorry, not years ago. He should have had it. He should have had that fight.
2 years ago.
Yeah. But I like it's a decent fight, but is it a fight that I'm really excited for? No.
I'm excited for it.
I don't think Navarrete is that good.
Chill, bro. He's entertaining. He don't gotta be that good.
Man, listen,
He entertaining.
he is entertaining. I agree with you on that. It's just technically I expect Oshaki to beat him. We're gonna see really how good Navarrete really is versus Oshaki.
I mean, we
Trust me.
already see how good Neverati really is when he fought at 35 for the first time. He got his
Versus
tail whooped.
Baranchik.
He got his
Versus
tail whooped.
Denise. He did get beat up. He lost to shout out to AC. I see you, AC. Appreciate my brother Prize pulling up. My brother Prize, member of the channel, supporter of the channel. I know you out there
Shit,
working. I
Sam
would
Noakes
ask you
is
to
fight.
pull up.
Sam Noakes is fighting Dennis.
Yeah, Denise versus Sam Noakes. I think you said that's locked in on the Itama Hergovich undercard one.
Yep.
Yeah, decent fight.
But see, Oshaki's not at 35. He's at
TD said
30.
it's a marketable fight, therefore it's a big fight.
No, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a market.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big fight for Oshaki. But like I said, is it a fight that I'm excited for? No, I'm happy for Oshaki. He's going to
Yeah.
be a unified champion for the first time in his career because I believe he's going to beat Neverati. I don't think Neverati got anything for him. I really don't. I don't think Neverati has anything for him.
Now what if Navarrete goes out there and sparks him? That would be the
No,
funniest thing on earth.
if Barentic, if you watch the Barentic fight and you saw what Barentic did to Neverati, Oshaki is like 2 steps ahead of Barentic.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fact. Nah, that's a fact. I expect him to UD him or even
Put
stop
your
Kane.
money up, AC. He said Navarrete a good fighter. Who you got, AC? Talk to us. I think that's a good fight. Let me pivot real quick. Free. Let me ask y'all this and shout out to everybody in here. Tap the like button, hit the follow, help the channel grow. Put some color in the chat if you can. Bless the platform. Man, shout out to Dr. Cam, Combos with Cam joining the membership today. That was fire. We need more people joining the membership, pushing a young brother, selling hope, not dope, doing the right thing, serving God, not itself. It's so important. I gotta ask y'all this. Free, I want to start with you. Kick this off, Free. Now, as we can see, PBC is with the Zone now, and we see the Zone and Paramount is doing good business together. With Errol Spence moving up to 160, are you expecting him to beat Tim Tszyu next week, or what side are you leaning on in that fight, Free?
It's
Say
hard
less,
to
Gary. We locked in.
it's hard to say because Earl Spence been out of the ring for 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to look like coming off that 3-year layoff. And then when you look at Tim Tszyu, this is the first time Tim Tszyu's fighting at 160, and Tim Tszyu hasn't looked great. I mean, unless you count his last fight, which was against really nobody, he hasn't really looked great against notable fighters. So it's kind of hard to say who I pick in that fight. I will lean towards Errol Spence. I think he's the better fighter. I just don't know how Earl is going to look coming off a 3-year layoff.
I'm with you. I'm in complete agreement with you. And my brother Juan, he fell off. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely am backing Errol. When the fight was first put out there, of course, Marky, they all these guys went out on a limb on Tim Tszyu. I think they believe that Errol is damaged goods. And I got Marky down for 50 over for Tim Tszyu over Errol. Aircraft carrier $25 for Tim over Errol. And Bentley with $50 for Tim over Errol. So that's a ball 25. I gotta make sure I got a few dollars saved up in my pocket just in case. Now, hold on.
Having a hard time cutting weight. When Earl having a hard time cutting weight at 60.
So this is what they saying, Free. They saying that Errol Spence requested the fight be moved from 158 to 160. That's the news for the day. So Errol Spence is officially going up to 160. He won't be fighting at 154.
Okay.
He's going to skip over that weight class.
So they was going to fight at 58 anyway. They wasn't fighting at 54. They was fighting at 58 anyway. He just said, let's make it an even 160 instead of fighting at 58. What's the problem? They wasn't fighting at 54. It wasn't like he was trying to make 156. They was fighting at 158. He said, let's make it an even 160.
Faye said he don't think Errol's power was gonna translate from 147 to 160.
I don't
Interesting.
think Tim Tszyu was going to translate.
Mm. Yeah, because it has. If you've seen the last couple of fights, Tim Tszyu power hasn't shown.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think it's an even matchup, but I'm leaning towards Errol. Let me bring in our good brother BVO. Shout out to the good brother BVO. Make sure I locked in with BVO Sports TV. BVO, man, talk to us, bro.
Hey man,
What
salute to my brother Free. Salute to hey, salute to the superstar himself, my man, the star of the show, man. My man, B3, man. I say this: Tim
talk to
Tszyu
us?
benefited from a division that was already cleaned out by Jamel Charlo. So
Yeah,
when he came up, I mean, Charlo had beat everybody, so it really was nobody for him to beat. So he had some wins against some has-beens and could have beens. So we might have thought he was better than he actually was, but I mean, everything says that, Arrow should win. But 3 years is 3 years. I mean, I'm not gonna pick against it. I'm not gonna pick against the kid. I think he's a terrific talent. But at the end of the day, I mean, Tim Tszyu, we don't know what Tim Tszyu is because I mean Bakram beat whatever was left out of him. And I mean in Fundora, I mean, almost beat his brains out. I mean, it's just you can't take that kind of punishment and still be relevant in the sport of boxing. So I think Arrow should win. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna
didn't he
be I
no
called it
Moss versus
to the game.
Fundora BVO? Didn't Tim Tszyu do a no Moss moment versus Fundora?
Pretty much, I would say
Yeah,
so. Um, but I
in that
will
second
say
fight.
I will say this though, man. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, man. People didn't think we could do it. They thought we couldn't do it because we were black people.
Yeah,
But shout out to my man B3 Free. Of course, man. Shout out to my man Prize. Marky Dan. Hey, they thought we couldn't do it, man. And if you see what the Sports Talk Network is doing, Crush, TD Sports, man. But
yeah,
hey, if you see what we doing over here, man, I'm just excited, man, because I think we got the best shows on YouTube right now. I really do. I
one
really do.
100%. And they said that blacks couldn't work together and support each other. And look, we doing it. It's a beautiful thing. And man, every show you putting on BVO is phenomenal. And shout out to the one you did last night. I was able to catch it on the playback. Fire. Uh,
I appreciate you, bro. That was our biggest show of all time.
I seen that
I
10K.
was
I
the
was like,
biggest
that was
show of all
phenomenal.
time.
But
To,
people
to,
still can't hit the like button, man. What's going on, man? These people
I think
disgusting.
if they hit the like button, man, they're gonna get electrocuted. I think that's what happens. Hey, hey, and the thing is this, man. The thing is this, man. Shout out to everybody, man. And you know what's so funny? I knew we could
Yeah,
do some things, man. And I appreciate you a lot, bro. I want to say it on the air, bro, because bro, when I was down about this whole YouTube thing, I was about to give up. Prize and B3 was like, hell no, you got it,
yeah,
you
yeah,
got it. I was about to be done, and I'm telling you, the
hmm
last few shows, man, we talking about, and BBO ain't doing more than an hour no more. 11K an hour, that was God, bro. That wasn't me. That was God, bro.
yeah.
That was crazy.
That's it's favor, man. We listen. You got to put in that work. You got to sow, and God provides increase. You can't worry about man and what woman is going to do for you. God gonna provide that increase for sure. Let me ask you this, because this is your guy, and you've kind of turned away from him a little bit, BVO, over the last few years because he's not his father. But speak about this. Mauricio came out and said that Devin Haney's been tested over 70 times over the last 7 years, and he's been negative every time. A lot of people are speaking about like Devin on snack and being a snack athlete. Are you surprised that Devin has tested positive over 70 times? I mean,
I'm
excuse
not
me,
surprised.
negative,
I'm not.
negative.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I think a lot of stuff with Devin is just if you think about it, he's got people who kind of like beat his drum, so to speak, constantly. So that's going to breed resentment. Whenever you do well in life, there's always going to be somebody to say, "Oh, f him, f
Yeah,
everything they're doing." I think that's just human nature. I mean, I seen I seen dudes say that Adrian Bronner don't deserve the money. He gonna be fat forever. He gonna be a drunk forever. So people don't like a feel good story. They like cautionary tales when it comes to African Americans. Matter of fact, that's not an African American. That's just a people thing. People be jealous or upset about their lives, so they got to say something. Devin Haney's been pretty much a role model, so to speak. He just
Yep.
doesn't talk. So I'm not a huge fan of the way his personality is. But in the ring, he's second to none. He's second to none. The brother fights. I mean, James Tony don't visit everybody. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Devin Haney has been in the gym with the who's who of boxing legends, and they all come out impressed. So I mean, it's just hate. It's just pure hate, and it's because of the people that support him. I think people don't like to see somebody, especially, get support like that. You know,
Yeah.
they like that foolishness where you see Tank coming out to jail, or you know,
Mm.
you got Shakur arguing on the biggest platform. Talking about you ignorant. People like that stupid stuff. They don't
Yeah,
like
fighting
seeing
with
good
your
stuff.
coach. You don't
Yeah,
know if you.
fighting with your coach. That
Yeah.
goofy stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Before
had
we bring
Kid
that up,
Austin
and
laying in bed like he was sick, bro. Come on, bro.
I know that was
Hey,
that was
Pride, you
nasty.
said 70 times is BS. Why would you say that?
That's what Mauricio said. He came out and said it on. He came out and put it out there on his own
Yeah, I mean,
Twitter account.
I,
He
I don't
said
I
Devin
don't think
has
it's
tested 70 times, all negative.
no. Like I said, I don't. I think because they said
Over
it said
7 years.
70 times, they say, oh, he hasn't had the title that long. But you got to remember, they test randomly for 8 weeks while they in camp. They test
Right.
randomly, so we don't know how many times they test while they
Yeah.
in camp. It's randomly, so they could test 4 times, they could test 5 times, they could test 10 times. We don't know how many
Yeah.
times they test randomly.
B3, when I
And
was at Bowling Green, I was tested over 400 times in 1 year, in the one season of my sophomore year.
come on.
So
Hey, I was test in the military. I was tested randomly. I think it was 6 times in 1 month
I
because
mean, and I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. And I was juicing. So I ended up getting into a little infractionary thing because I used to use clenbuterol to keep my weight down. But at the end of the day, bro, that's a part of the game. It's good to see that Devin's negative, but a lot of us are not.
I
And
had
like,
to I had to ask my first sergeant, are y'all sure this is random? Because I done been tested 6 times. Y'all talking about this is random? Are y'all saying something that I don't know? Y'all acting like I smoke or something.
before we go back to Ryan versus Conor Ben Carrier, I want to ask BVO this real quick. BVO, Devin actually just got a big win in his personal life. He got joint custody of his daughter. I want you to speak about this, and if definitely free, I want y'all to talk about this. Like, how important is it for a father to have custody or joint custody of their children and be able to be in their lives on a regular basis and
I
so
don't
and so
know.
on?
I don't think he got joint custody because they said he has to have a nanny or a supervision. I think he got visitation.
Up
I
until
don't.
they like 3, she's like 3 years old or something like that. Free.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he has to have supervision. Um, but I mean, regardless, as long as he got a chance to be in his child's life is a win for any man that has a child. You got a chance to be in your child's life is a win
yeah,
because you have a lot of guys who don't want to do anything with the child, and you have a lot of guys who can't be in the child's life. So when
yeah,
you got a guy that fought for to be in his child's life and he actually got that granted, it's a win. Regardless of how much money you got to pay for child support, that's part of having a child. You're going to have to pay some type of support for having a child, whether the child lives with you or the child lives with the mother. You're going to have to pay some type of support. If the child live with you buying stuff for the child all the time. You probably pay more if the child live with you than you do if the child was living with the mother. Because anytime that child go to the store, they're gonna ask for something. My grandkids, I take them to the store. As soon as we walk in the store, Papa, can I get it? I'm like, we're not coming in here for that. They ask every time we go to the store. They know we only go to the store for one thing. So I mean, it's a great win for him. Hats
yeah.
off to him. He got what he wanted, and he got a chance to be in his child's life. Hopefully, he take this in the right step, and maybe he can improve on the small step that he got. Because right now, this is a small step. Maybe he
Yes.
can get that joint custody, and he don't have to worry about paying child support or anything like that.
And to the degree that they court did issue 20,000 a month free, that's gonna run him about 240,000 a year. So I think they had his yearly, and they based it off his yearly salary.
His yearly salary is
What?
like 5 million.
Yeah, I want to see what them numbers say. I think it was like, so that's what I'm saying. He was actually kind of happy about everything, which I understand because he didn't really get fleeced. I did over 18-year period. Then he will be coming up at 4.3. It'll be 4,320,000 over 18-year period. So if you're talking about somebody a multi-millionaire, that may have somewhat of, maybe he does have $100 million contract coming or whatever, then
He better
he
not.
want.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, he better not brag about it because his baby mother gonna take him back to court to get some of that daggone $100 million contract.
Yeah, you got to keep that under wraps. But that's shout out to Tank, because when Tank pulled up on AB, he was like, "Yo, you got to kind of, keep your money on the hush, because you don't want to be telling everybody what you got, because the courts, like, people, leeches are lurking, people that you owe from the past, everybody's going to be coming and looking for a couple dollars. So you definitely got to be smart about that.
So I
Um,
mean, yeah.
Go ahead, Free.
Now I'm gonna say, because based off of what she got, they base it off of how much he makes a month, and it like I said, it came to him making like somewhere around $5 million a year. So I don't know how true that $36 million contract was with Turkey or whatever they did behind the scenes to cover up how much money he made. Well, they did something because they went according to his income that he makes per year, and they broke it down monthly. That's how she ended up with um like I think what 200,000, I mean
Yeah,
20,000 a month or something like that.
you have 20,000 a month.
Yeah, 20,000 a month. So he better.
I'm
I don't know what they did because he said
I'm pulling it up again. Okay, so let me just say this. This is how, and because they have DHP promotions. Watch this, Free. The figure that they base the monthly earnings on for Devin Haney is 435,000.
right, which come
So a month. So that's so like you saying, like 5 million, like 5 million a year.
right.
Right around that. So that makes sense. So he's gonna pay about 240,000 a year in child support, and
And the sad thing about it, I can almost guarantee you, the young lady's mom, his daughter's mom, won't have a dollar when she's 18. Um,
mm,
it doesn't matter about how much money you make or spend. It's about how much you keep. And $20,000 is very reasonable. At the end of the day, man, Devin Haney probably putting that on a chain every week or every month, man. So that's really not no crazy money. I just think that it's a shame how they kind of bleed you dry in these court proceedings. There was a time I was paying four
But
thousand a month, so
but
I
see that.
know that when you make money in life, man, they really punish you.
But see
I think
that's
the
the thing.
saddest thing is when you have somebody who says bad things about you to your children,
And
and I
that's
think
hey,
that's the
that's
shout out
the
to
part
thing.
Miller Time.
that's
Make sure
more
I hit that
harmful than
follow button
anything.
for me.
And that's the thing
I think
that
that
my
too many
parents always
times,
told me.
I think that too many times that when we see the relationships fall apart,
Yeah,
we don't see the damage that it does to an actual relationship with your child. I mean,
yeah,
when your mom tell you, daddy ain't ish, or your dad don't care about you, I wish your dad would do more. Look at 50 Cent and his son. I mean, his mom would do stuff like 50 Cent. He was pretty transparent and say, his son's mom would say stuff like, yeah, you got the nice shoes, but your dad should do more. He should do more. And I think at the end of the day, I think that's just kind of what we're dealing with now, where we got, young men not being able to be fathers because you got a woman just, bashing, talking crazy. Because kids gonna go with mama. I don't care what you say. Kids go with mama no matter what you say or what you do. At that younger age, they want to be with mama. So if mama's telling, daddy don't want to see you, daddy's too busy for you, they're gonna take that stuff and internalize it, man. So I just pray that everything works out. And I'm praying for Devin and his family.
Yeah, I mean, like
yeah.
I said, I don't know what happened behind closed door between those two, but the one thing that my parents always told me, hey, you got a child with a young lady, man, try to work that stuff outside of court, because if you take it to court, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna pay more than what you normally would if you can work it outside of court. Because if you can work it outside of court, they might take a couple $100 a month. You go to court, that couple $100 might turn into like $1,500, $2,000, depending on how much
Uh,
money you make.
It's
100%.
it's more it's more when you don't have it in court. And I'm gonna say this just from somebody who's made some money. Thank God. Um, Only people who don't make money don't want to go down to the court. If you don't make money, you want to keep it out of court. But if you do make money, because he probably spent probably 40, 50 a month just on her asking for stuff.
Yeah.
That's very easily. You talking about probably car service. You talking about this woman's probably going shopping every day, gas. So, like I said, if you're making money, I remember when I first, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it with my daughter's mom the first time. It was a blessing to go to court. I was glad when he said 4,000 a month. I was thanking Jesus because I was spending double that. And the funny thing is, she was so goofy that I would have bought her a house and gave her more than that. But she played the game. She got the money, and I got I got 17 months on child support, and I thank God for that.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, and like I said, it all depends because you can have that one that's a sensible lady, and you might be able to see your kid whenever you want to, and you only giving her a couple of $100. But then you might be dealing with that one where you might have to go to court because she ain't letting you see your child, and she's still asking you for money. That's when you got to say, okay, we gotta go to court. I'm giving you money, and you're not letting me see my child. No, we gotta go to court. I'm not gonna just be giving you money and I can't even see my child.
It's tough because like I got my oldest daughter living with me now, and I still, I don't pay nearly as I don't pay nearly as much now. Now I just give her mom a couple $100 to keep it with me. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's hard to be a father in this society, and I think there has been a true movement to eliminate the heterosexual man out of the home. And I think what they're
Yeah.
doing to Devin is nothing more than what you see with a lot of men. They don't want dad to be in the life. They want you to have these over emotional kids who don't have any balance. That's what they want. They want them to be mentally weak, not able to overcome things because that's what daddy does. Daddy helps you get the courage to say, I can be more, I can do more. But I say that because I want to be thoughtful when I say this because I know like when you got children, man, you want to be very careful. I don't ever want to bump in the bill and one of them guys, and when we talk about children, and not be very sincere and to say that I just wish him the best, and I hope that he can be the father that he wants to be. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, let me just give you the final breakdowns of everything before we move on. The good brother Mark Dan is pulling up. The reports are that both sides will drop their lawsuits that they had against one another. Lena had a restraining order petition, a domestic violence restraining order petition against Devin. That's going to be dropped. Devin had a countersuit. He said she was extorting him. That's going to be dropped. Also, um, there was also the fact that she has to publicly put out there that Devin never physically harmed her, and they both have agreed a new signed custody order prevents either parent from posting photos of the daughter Chrome without the other's permission. The mother Lena wanted to post Chrome on social media. Devin was against that because Lena's on OnlyFans. So they working everything out. That's good to see. And and like you said, you need a two-parent household. You need a father and a mother to sow into their children as long as they of the right mind, of a sound mind, that they operate under the principles of God. Talk to us, Mark. How you feeling, bro? We've been praying for you. And we just kicking off a lot of different things, a lot of different topics, Mark. We can bring you in. Devin is pretty much in a situation where he was tested 70 times over the last 7 years with the WBC. Were you surprised that Devin had 70 negative tests? Provided that a lot of people say that he's associated with Victor Conti, so they automatically assume Devin is a drug cheat. Is this something that's shocking to you, Mark? Break that down.
Mark on mute.
Mark, Mark, you with us? Mark, he be in the Virgin Islands with his toes in the sand. Um,
Hey, you mind if I say this though real quick? Because I
cook,
think I
cook,
think
BBL.
it's a good thing to add to this. I think that the reason I don't say minorities anymore is because I've systematically seen people try to exclude, black people in general and try to paint us as if we are animals or we don't care about our children. We don't care about things that matter to us. I just think it's just like prime example when I went to the Abdullah Mason fight and I seen some people not putting their hand over their heart. I don't care what you say about America, what you don't like. At the end of the day, I had my dad, my grandfather, and my uncles put their lives on the line for this place. And I think that it's okay to be a person of standard And I just think that Devin Haney in general, like I said, because he got so many cheerleaders beating that drum, people forget he's probably been one of the best examples of how to move in boxing. I mean, let's be honest, our biggest star, Javante Davis, is known for beating women. So I mean, we just gotta call it what it is. I mean, so and I heard and I talked, and I was blessed to talk to. I was with
Yeah.
two Devin. I was with a Devin Haney fan, and my brother DP Rocker. And I remember we were talking, and the brother I was talking to, I ain't gonna bring his name up. He said, "Hey, if this was my daughter, I wouldn't be cool with Tank, but he's Tank's biggest fan." So it just goes to show you, man,
Mm.
it's all good to us in your home. And I just think that
Yeah.
Devin really getting a bad break with this press like this. This shouldn't even be in the press.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for that, BB. I think Mark. I don't know what's going on, Mark. Mark may be working right now, but shout out to the good brother Mark. Dan, make sure y'all follow Democracy Briefings, Democracy 101. We definitely working over here at the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Mark will be back. Free, but while we here, free. I know AC. We gonna revisit this. I want to hear BVO. BVO. I know you since you with us. Like we gonna talk about the Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia. What's your pre-fight prediction for that? That fight is lined up, y'all. Everybody in here for September 12th at the T-Mobile Arena. It will be a DAZN pay-per-view or a DAZN and Paramount Plus co-promoted event. So, BVO, do you have a pick on that fight? A pre-fight prediction?
I think Ryan Garcia is going to destroy Conor Ben. Conor Ben doesn't belong on this level. He hasn't beat anybody. The best one on his record is probably a aging old Chris Algieri that he folded up like a roly poly. But kind of Ben is nothing more than a hype job. This is like a what's the kid from the Rocky movie? This is like a Billy Guns type of thing. He's a facade. Shout out to Eddie Hearn and the whole Matchroom team. They've just done a great job of building an absolute tomato can, and then he gonna make Ryan look like God that night. And I really see him probably getting stopped. I mean, he takes a lot of stupid angles, and we seen Ryan improve. And under Henry, I think Ryan Garcia is a more focused fighter, more educated in his movements. I think he's still a piece of trash. I think he shouldn't be in boxing, but as far as the fight goes, I mean, I think that Ryan Garcia is going to have a hell of a night that night, and I think it's going to be nothing but champagne for everybody because kind of Ben sucks. It's just that simple.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. Listen. I mean, I think that's really the sentiments. And I'm looking at something that Mannix and Sergio Moore was talking about. Free. They saying that all roads do lead to Devin Haney for these guys in a sense. Like, what's your thoughts on that? Shakur positioning for the Devin fight, Ryan. Of course, Conor Ben didn't want to fight Ryan. They doing pretty much like a money grab, cash fight for Conor Ben. I don't even. When is the last time Conor Ben even made 147? Do you believe that Devin is most of these guys' biggest fights right now? Free
Um,
in the sense of a Shakur Stevenson and a Ryan Garcia.
I would say probably so. Um,
Yeah.
I would say the only thing that can probably top Devin and Shakur is possibly a Keyshawn and Shakur because a
Mhm.
lot of people wants to see them two guys fight. So
Yeah.
that's the only fight I can see that probably would top that. But for Ryan, I would say Devin is probably his biggest fight. Devin and Ryan is probably their big, both of those guys' biggest fight right now. Um, because a lot of people want to see that rematch. And they want to know, was it the Osterring that really had something to do with that fight? So I think that is a big fight for Devin and Ryan. I think the Shakur and Devin fight is a big fight as well. Um, so yeah, I would say those probably those guys' biggest fights right now.
Yeah, this is a good season for boxing. Frontline salute. I see you in here, Frontline. Let me I'm gonna put the link. We're gonna be on for like another 30 minutes. I'm gonna put the link out for anybody that want to pull up on us and kick it with us and talk about these situations. Right now, we talking about Devin Haney with the WBC being tested negative over 70 times over the last 7 years. Y'all got to remember, Devin has been with the WBC since 2019. Been champion since 2019. So he was literally champion when he was 20 years old. Not a lot of people can say that. So he's been tested. He's been under strict testing, and they were checking his weight. We all remember Mauricio coming out and telling us what Devin was ballooning up to uh, after his, on the fight day, and a lot of his bouts. Especially we see what he was able to do with Kambosos and the Lomachenko fights when he was making 135 pounds. So it's going to be. We also talking about Errol Spence moving up to 160. And now Conor Ben versus Ryan Garcia, they lined up September 12th at T-Mobile Arena. Is this a pay-per-view fight? I hear a lot of talks free about what's pay-per-view, what's not pay-per-view. I want to ask you about 2 pay-per-views. Would you buy it? Because the good brother BBO and Prize, they say that's a fire stick fight. Let me ask you 2 fights free. The Rolly and T.O. and then the Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia. Are either of those pay-per-view worthy in your opinion as main events?
Fortunate enough, I have the Zone Ultimate, so I don't have to worry about paying for it.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have it, no, neither one of these fights are pay-per-view worthy. Now, if we talking over in the UK, yeah, because Conor Ben is a big name in the UK. It's a big fight for the UK fighters. I mean, the UK fans. But in the US, nah, this is not a pay-per-view fight. I don't even. This could be a co-main event fight if you really want to be honest. If you had, let's say, you had Devin Haney and Shakur fight. I mean, Devin Haney and Shakur fighting, and you had Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia fighting. The Devin Haney and Shakur is more of a main event fight over Conor Ben and Ryan. So no, I don't see this as a pay-per-view fight. I definitely don't see T.O. and Rolly as a pay-per-view fight. Like I said, fortunate enough, I have the DAZN Ultimate, so I don't have to worry about paying for pay-per-view. I get it for free. And I'm glad, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad all of these guys, all of these promotional companies are over on DAZN, so I ain't got to worry about paying for this platform, paying for that platform. Everything is on one platform, and I get all of the pay-per-view for free.
Yeah, and I was shocked. I looked at my account today. I was like, "Hold on, where my money go?" And it took $45 this morning. Free. I was like, "Hold on."
Yeah, mine's come out in 4 days. Mine's come out on the 19th.
And look, with that ultimate package, they don't shoot, you gotta change your car. You gotta do a whole bunch of stuff to get off of that subscription. So I'm just gonna let it ride. Like I gotta make sure I got $45 every month. And make sure they get their bread. Oh, let me just see this. This is some breaking news. I didn't know this, Free. Boo Boo Andre, Demetrius Andre will be back. Where's Coach Eddie?
Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting. I saw Coach Eddie earlier today too. He's supposed to be fighting in August. He's supposed to be fighting in August.
Nah, this right here say July 24th, Free.
Oh, they
at the Mohegan Sun.
I thought it was August. Okay, it's July.
Salute.
Next weekend. What's going on, Marky Dan? How's everything?
I'm doing well right now. Thanks for asking. How y'all doing?
We doing all right.
We doing good. We just kicking in and talking some good boxing talk. Shout out to everybody in the room. Make sure y'all hit the like button.
Boo Boo Andre coming back in Connecticut
at the Mohegan Sun. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw that a while back. I thought it was in August though, but I saw that a while back.
This posted at Punch Drunk posted says July 24th. So that's cool. I mean, that's next Friday. That'd be good. Shout out to Boo Boo Andre. Mark, while we got you here, we got a few topics, but I want to push to the Conor Ben versus Ryan. That was just announced for September 12th at T-Mobile Arena. They're doing a co-promotion, a joint promotion between DAZN and Paramount Plus. Are you happy? Are you surprised that that's happening? Being that now Zuffa fighters can't fight fighters not under Zuffa banner. Break that down, Mark.
I'm not surprised. I mean, they've been talking about it since like March. They've been talking about making it since March, so I'm not surprised it's happening.
Now you remember
I
though that
will.
Oscar put out a cease and desist against Zuffa and Dana White. So there was
That
some
is true.
controversy.
That is very true. I guess I am kind of surprised. I mean, I thought the battle lines were drawn with the establishment. Everybody moved to the zone, as well as the sanctioning bodies making it known that they will stand against the Zuffa threat. So I guess I am a little surprised. In terms of the fight, I mean, it's not the worst fight in the world. I mean, Conor Benn, he's not. I haven't seen him in a boring fight. Ryan Garcia, I mean, even if I dislike the guy, even if I think he's a disgusting racist, he's known for knocking people out, putting dudes to bed. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Conor Benn go to bed. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad matchup.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a joint promotion. It's gonna be the Zone and Paramount.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, I'll get it. I'll probably be able to get it for the regular monthly price. I do it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah,
Excuse me,
we
on
gonna
I meant on Prime Video.
not Prime Video. You was right, Paramount Plus.
No, I got Paramount Plus through Prime Video.
Oh yeah, me too. I know what you mean. Then. Yeah,
Yeah.
live globally on Paramount Plus and exclusively on the Zone in the UK and Ireland. Hold on. Yeah, we got to see how this maps out. Cause
No,
that sound like it's
it
gonna
says
be on Paramount Plus. It says live globally on Paramount Plus and exclusively on the Zone in the UK and Ireland.
no, but it says I'm gonna tell you what the joint said. I'll tell you exactly what it says because I just looked it up. It's gonna be on both, and it says right here. Where is it at? It says okay. He said the U.S. top stars. No. No, you can watch it on the Zone as well if you have the Zone in the U.S. You can watch it on the Zone. It's going to be shown on both, so people that watch Paramount, they'll be able to watch it.
Okay.
Probably for the regular Paramount subscription.
Yeah.
If you have the Zone Ultimate, you'll be able to watch it for free. But if you have the Zone regular, you probably have to go to Paramount to watch it without having to pay any extra costs.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm gonna be watching it on Paramount Plus 9 times out of 10. Shout out to Dana for getting that fight done. I didn't really expect. I mean, I knew that Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia really wanted this fight. So when two guys, they put their foot in the ground and they say they're not gonna fight nobody else, you pretty much get it. You pretty much have it. Um, yeah, the ultimate package just makes so much sense if you watch boxing and all of the pay-per-views. Like, see, when I go to watch a fight, see, for one, we get all of the DAZN pay-per-views. We can go and look. We get the Wilder Chisora, we got Tio, Shakur. We getting all these little fights. We got, Devin, any Devin fight really, but the Benavidez, but last year with Yard and Devin with Brian Norman on the ultimate. We also got Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank, the Inouye card. We also got Ryan versus Barrios. All these was pay-per-views. Fabio Luborli versus Dane Dubois. All these was pay-per-views. So listen, that fire stick stuff is, I mean, if you don't have $1, if you don't have a couple dollars to get the ultimate package, shame on you, put down the drink, put down the weed and and get to the zones because you over here, with a grainy TV trying to watch boxing, or you got to refresh the link every 3 minutes to watch boxing. Who want to live like that? So, listen, man, put down the alcohol. Take take a load off, pull back the fork, and just support the sport of boxing. Support the Zone. Look, the Zone and put everybody under one banner. They got Golden Boy, they got Matchroom, they got Queensberry, they got the beloved PBC. So they got it. They got everything you need. Then you got Marat Gassiev card. You you get like Australian cards and all different type of
Hey,
stuff.
you got Pacheco this weekend.
Yeah, Pacheco versus Lean. So listen, support boxing. We've been dealing with this for years. Free people like not wanting to support boxing. I could get it when we had all them pay-per-views from every different entity. PBC pay-per-views. Then you got Devin Haney pay-per-views. Then you got everybody and their mama trying to do a pay-per-view. All right, Floyd doing exhibition pay-per-views. Canelo, all these guys doing pay-per-views. Wilder. Now everybody under one banner. And I like the fact, even if they don't show Ryan and Conor Ben on the zone in the US, we have it on Paramount Plus, which is still a minor subscription. Right now, isn't Paramount Plus $10 a month free?
$12.99 if you don't want the ads.
Okay, $12.99. So that's not bad. So we looking at that is pretty expensive frontline. I see what y'all saying. That's expensive. If you look at it in totality, you got 13 plus 45. So that's $58 a month for boxing. And outside of any like Tank Davis pay-per-view. So I definitely get that. Frontline said I got an app. I pay $15 a month. I get everything, new movies, all under one beat. I got the plug. Now I'm with you on that. My homeboy, he was telling me about something like he told me to get rid of my.
Now he ain't got the app. He got the stick.
He probably paying Bitcoin or something like that. But I get it. Like, listen, you
That
gotta
man
save.
got
You gotta
the stick.
save wherever you can. Like in life. Come
He
on,
pay
I'm
he
with y'all.
pay he pay his man $15 a month to make sure that stick stay jailbroke.
Nah, that's funny. But that's true. That's pretty much it. Free that I have for the day. Like, man, this is a great day in the sport. Everybody can. All the narratives is deceased and dying. So Devin is a clean fighter. Y'all ain't got to worry about snacking Victor Conti no more. The zone it can work with Zuffa Boxing. We got Ryan Garcia fighting Conor Ben September 12th. That's locked in. And then we got Errol Spence. He is not going to be fighting at 154. He's skipping over that weight class. He's going to go to a full 160, and he's going to be fighting Tim Tszyu at the full 160 limit. I like that better for the fight. And we already drew our battle lines, everybody. So hey, we lit. We lit. Anything else? Will you break it down? Go ahead, Free.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. I mean that Errol Spence and Tim Tszyu. I mean, like I said, it's a pick'em fight because you really don't know what to expect from Earl. He's been out for 3 years, so you don't really know what to expect. But that card is a nice card. You got Jamal coming back, and you got Cool Boy coming back. So I mean, it's a nice little card.
Let me ask you this, Free. Do you expect Jamal Charlo to make a run and be a champion in 168? If you had to put your finger on it?
I don't know. I gotta see how active he stays because it's one thing to say it, but you're what 36, 37 years old is another thing to go out there and do it. His mind might say he want to do it, but his body might say, "Hey, you're not built for this anymore." So I don't know. I'm a lean towards no because the guys that he got to go against are younger guys, hungrier guys. A lot of times when you get up there in age and you already been a champion and you've been a champion for a number of years, at some point in your career, you like, okay, you know what? I already done that. It's not that hard for me.
Yeah, I'm definitely with it. Shout out, I'm pulled up Instagram. Shout out Bill Haney. Happy birthday to Bill. That's fire. And let me ask you this, Free. What's your thoughts on? Oh, this frontline says you was echoing. Hopefully that's over with. Frontline, just let us know. Free. What's your thoughts on them going to? It may be from my sound card. But let me ask you this while we here, Mark. What's your thoughts on Man, Instagram is crazy. You just see crazy stuff on here. Them going to Australia, the Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, Stephen Fulton, taking their talents to Australia. Do you feel like that travel's gonna have any bearing on these outcomes of the fight? And I know you do have Tim Tszyu. We locked in for a friendly 50. What's your thoughts on the Tim Tszyu fight being moved up to 160 pounds versus Errol?
From what I'm hearing, Earl was having trouble making the 150. Yeah, it's you, B3. You got the echo.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I was hearing, Earl Spence was having trouble making the 158. So he got Tim Tszyu agreed to bring it up to the full middleweight limit. Um I don't think that that's a good sign necessarily, especially if it was Earl Spence that proposed the 158 catch weight. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he came in, fat, like what we heard about, the stories at 160 when he was at 147, and we heard stories that he'd come into camp at 190 or 185. So I don't know if maybe he just spent this entire camp just trying to get the weight off or whatever the case may be. Um, but I don't think that that's a good sign for him. Now, it being in Australia overseas, I mean, it could play a factor. Though we've seen guys like Devin Haney go overseas to Australia where it's a whole different, like they're an entire day ahead of us over there. And we've seen Devin Haney go over there and handle business, but at the same time, Devin Haney was a young 23, 24-year old at that time, was very hungry. And what Free just said about Jamal Charlo is very key, and it could apply to all of these guys. I mean, all of these guys have been champions. All of these guys have made pretty good money in their careers. So, I don't know if they have that type of mindset or if they're that hungry necessarily going into these fights, or if they're just trying to get paydays. I mean, we already seen Cool Boy Fulton when he went in there with Inoue and got, you know, that career high bag of what was it, $3 to $5 million to go over to Japan, and he was in a whole different time zone, going from Philly all the way to Japan, and he went in there and got smoked in a way I never thought was gonna happen because I had Cool Boy on my pound for pound list with a lot of those performances that he was putting in. I mean, and you can't tell me shoot the old Fulton wasn't that good. No, like Fulton, he beat Figueroa, who went on to become a champion at 126. He beat Angelo Leo to death, and who went on to become a champion at 126. On top of what he did to Danny Roman, who was another unified champion at 122. So the time difference, it could play a factor. We'll have to see what happens on the night, but I don't know, B3 picks. That friendly 50 is looking pretty good in my pocket right now. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I would expect you to say something like that, Mark. I would expect you to think that
Of course, it's my friendly 50.
it ain't you. That's a 50 you'll never see. With all due respect, I was just looking on Instagram just to see if there was any movement for Jamal and Arrow and their coach Ronnie Shields going overseas to Australia. I don't like that. I mean, I can check the elevation, Mark. Do you know the elevation over there? The difference between um
They're fighting in Melbourne, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that's right on the water, so it should be right at sea level. I don't really think there's any elevation to worry about.
Okay. So then they just worried about the like they losing a day, pretty much.
Pretty much.
That fight, what? That fight is next month. I mean,
Nah, July
No, it's on the
26th, free.
24th. It's on the 26th. I thought it was the
Yeah.
24th.
It's listed like that. I think it's the 26th in, Australia, but we're gonna get it on Saturday night.
oh, that fight next week.
Yeah.
Why I got all these fights next month for some reason? I got all these fights next month.
July came up on us quick. I ain't gonna lie. The fourth and everything, but
I thought the Boo Boo fight was next month. I thought Errol Spence and Jamal was next month. All these fights. We got a lot of fights coming up next week because you got the Boo Boo fight next week. You got the Earl fight next week. You got daggone
Tyson Fury and AJ.
Tyson Fury, AJ next week,
That
and you
AJ
got the Belinga fight next
By
week.
the way, that
Oh
AJ
yeah,
card is some booty. That AJ card is garbage.
I mean,
let me put that.
you got a lot of fights next week.
Is it worse than the Tyson card? Isn't Tyson fighting
I ain't seen the
Marius
Tyson
Bot?
Fury card. I ain't
Who's
seen the Tyson
fighting?
Fury card, but I wouldn't doubt if Tyson Fury's card
Man,
was as
both
garbage.
of them joints they fighting at the local bar in the UK.
Yeah,
I
they
think
fighting. No, they
Fury is
fighting. They
fighting
fighting at
in
the
like
pub,
the
Regis
Philippines or
Pub.
something. Let me check. Let me check where it is.
That man
Yeah,
fighting he's fighting in the jungles of the Philippines.
Okay, so AJ is fighting in Saudi Arabia. And I see they put a whole bunch of Turkey's prospect Turkey boys on there. Like
that might get
Muhammad
moved.
Al Zahid, Al Maouf,
That
Sean
might get
Dale, Mickey
that
Talon,
might get
Jacob.
moved. That might get moved. B3. They bombing Saudi Arabia right now.
Mm. Yeah, they
They
may need
haven't
to
they
go there
haven't
maybe.
they haven't moved it yet. So if they haven't moved it yet, I don't think it's gonna be moved. So the
Saturday,
fight,
July 25th. It's coming up,
Well,
free.
I
yeah.
don't know. I just know in well, I can only speak from like F1 perspective. When they started bombing over there in Saudi Arabia and Qatar, they canceled all those races. So I don't know what would because I guess because those are big venues for the races. I don't know what they would do with like a small like 10,000, 20,000 seat venue. I guess that's
I mean,
different.
it's only gonna be like 600 people in there. There ain't gonna be that many people in there.
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now you poo pooing the card. I guess you don't like the B side opponents, Mark. But he got the kid Rito Sasumi. He got
I
Hamza
only
Firaz, and he got Josh Kelly on the card.
I don't know who Rito Asumi is. Oh, Josh Kelly's on the card, but who's Josh? But my thing is, they're not fighting
I
anybody.
mean,
He's
he got
fighting
some.
They're not.
Kane Ayarko, the undefeated the Irish the black Irishman.
Yeah, I mean, it's some decent fights on that card.
Man,
Um,
Let me pull up Tyson Fury
I'm about to
real
say
quick.
Tyson Fury card is
It-
trash.
oh
His
yeah,
card is trash, but
there's no way they probably. Let me
The
see.
AJ card is pretty decent. Like I said, you got Siraj on there. You got Josh Kelly on there. I mean, it's decent. It
Shiraz.
ain't no card where you say, "Hey, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this card." It ain't one of those, but it's a
Nah,
decent card.
Kamaru Usman. Actually, I lie. That Kamaru Usman card is it this week or is it next? Go on, let me
I
check
think it's
that.
this week. That's this weekend.
Yeah, if
Tyson
it was in the
Fury. Hold on,
same
let me just
day,
say this.
I wasn't watching no goddamn boxing. I'll tell you that.
Spencer Brown. Shout out to Gold Star in Queensberry, but Spencer Brown and Frank Warren, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for this disgusting Tyson Fury card. First and foremost, Tyson Fury is fighting Marius Vach. 39 wins, 13 losses, been stopped 5 times, 46 years of age.
That sounds
Right.
like a Star Trek character, Marius Vach.
And then nobody of note is on the undercard. I mean, I get maybe somebody knows
No,
these guys.
I'm gonna tell you why that is because Tyson Fury wanted to throw a tune-up fight in because AJ's fighting now and he ain't want to be that far of a layoff from AJ.
Yeah, but this brother is in Thailand. Oh, hold on, somebody got a BBO. You had an echo family. This brother is in Thailand with this fight. They fighting in Pattaya, Thailand.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Fury been training in Thailand.
Yeah, that because Fury, he all of a sudden at the last minute he said he wanted a tune-up. He was supposed to be holding out for the AJ fight after AJ had his fight, but now he said he wanted a tune-up, so they just threw a card together for him real quick.
That's
Hold on,
terrible. They
I got the
having this
drop. I
set.
got the
They
drop
have.
for Fury. Fury's disgusting. I thought he was up so much bread.
Beat somebody first. Beat somebody first yourself.
I mean, Fury literally just fought.
He can't get no more money. Three, come on, bro.
I mean,
Man.
but he's fighting Marius Bach.
No, hold up,
It's
BBO.
called
Are you gonna watch the
prize
fight? Is the
fighting.
question. Are you gonna watch the
Huh?
fight?
I'm
Yeah, you ain't watching that BBO.
No, I'm gonna watch the main event. I ain't gonna watch the
Hold
whole
up,
card.
Man, listen,
hold up,
this is in
hold up.
Thailand.
B3 picks.
You ain't gonna
B3
see this.
picks.
But
According,
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie though. A lot of people probably not familiar with BBO, but I'm a huge fan of the heavyweight division. So I'm gonna watch it because I thought he looked good versus that big ogre he fought last time. I thought he looked
Yeah,
amazing.
the kid he
but
fought in April.
but B3 picks.
Yeah.
According to this article I'm reading from Pattaya News out of Thailand, Tyson Fury is not getting no check. He said all proceeds from the event is being
Oh, he
donated
donated. That's
to a
right.
charity
That's
called
right.
called Father Ray Foundation, which to support orphans. Man,
And
shout
Oh,
out to
so
yeah,
this, so
Tyson
this
Fury,
is a so
man.
this is not a fight. This is a charity event. That makes sense.
Pretty much,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Fury, man.
Hey,
I mean, that's what I say. They just threw something together because
I love to watch him fight though.
he wanted a tune up for the AJ fight, so they just threw something together for him real quick.
It said the W. Hold on. It said the WBC humanitarian title gonna be on the line. That boy
Wow.
always got a belt and all
WBC is
that.
sick, man.
They
This,
nasty, bro. They nasty people.
They they
hold on,
Hey,
Pride.
and
I
you
ain't gonna
already
lie
know,
to you.
prize. You already know they're gonna take a cut of them charity proceeds for
Yes, indeed.
administrative
Wow, they
costs.
taking a cut of the charity funds.
Nasty
Disgusting.
work.
they want their hands in
You don't
everything.
think
They
they
like
should?
no, the
No.
WBC is like
Wow.
the WBC is like the federal government. They want their hands on everything.
Oh
Indeed.
man, that's nasty, free.
Hold on, Pride.
Free.
Can t-
Free. I thought you said profit wasn't a dirty word. That's what Free said.
No, like I told you, the WBC is one of the most crookedest sanctioning bodies in all of boxing.
They're one of the most crookedest organizations in the world. How about that?
yeah.
That's
Like I
nasty,
said,
prize.
You could
You should
ask
be
Terrence
arrested for
Crawford and
saying that.
Shakur.
But you're right,
You
though.
know I don't like that. I used to
But
love that. I used
no,
to love that
hold on,
BC.
BBO. How you gonna stand up here and cape for an organization? They about to be taking money away from orphans, kids with disabilities,
like I
for
told you,
Wow.
administrative fees. Hold
Yeah,
on,
like I
it
told
pause.
was bad enough they was taking away from black children.
like I told you, they like the federal government. They want their hands on everything. They like the federal
It's kind,
government.
it's kind of shocking though. I ain't gonna lie though, Free and Prize and B3. It's kind of shocking, Mark. I didn't expect them to do nothing like that. The WC humanitarian bill. Get the heck out.
No,
That's the
they didn't came up with the pride belt, the prize belt, the franchise belt,
Juneteenth belt.
the Juneteenth
Hey,
belt,
B3. I want to ask a question
Independence
for
Day belt.
B3.
Yeah.
B3. When we gonna see some more videos of the random honeys on the channel, bro? We waiting on
Hey,
the more videos, bro.
if we talk
I
about
got
the
him going.
if we talk about the WBC anymore, they're gonna come up with the WBC YouTube belt. They're gonna come up.
They're gonna create a
Hey,
I'm with it.
prize,
WBC
I'm
prize.
with
AWOL
it.
Let's be
kick
real.
belt.
Let's be real. Let's
Watch.
be real. Let's be honest. Is this old man, 46-year-old Marcus Bach? Is this dude gonna get Tyson Fury prepared for AJ?
No, this the guy from Star Trek is not gonna do nothing.
But what
I
about
mean,
Remember that dude Coffee was beating people up?
who?
I
You
like
He
talk,
Coffee.
supposed
yeah.
to beat.
You talking
Yeah, we
about
talking about
Never
Tyson
know.
Fury though. I mean, I
I'm
don't know.
telling
That
you, this dude.
wrestler was beating
I
him
can't
up,
remember
so you
that
never
kid's
know.
name, but they had this dark skinned fella. He was beating people dead, and they had never. His name was Coffee something.
Hell.
yeah,
Oh,
all I know
I
is
think I know.
Michael
I know who you're
Polite.
talking about. He got he fought Fabio Wardley, and they stopped the fight early for some reason.
Yeah.
all I
Yeah,
know is he better not go in there like he did it with Francis Ngannou and
Yeah,
get dropped.
yeah, that was
Mm,
nasty.
I
mm.
mean,
But I
see, I
never
don't
saw this
understand why
guy. He's
that's such a
46.
big deal.
He's almost
You
fighting a
never
50
seen
year
this
old
kid?
man. 50 years old. He's almost 50.
Man, this dude Marcus
Well,
Bachman fought everybody in their mama. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up his resume. He's 39 wins, 13 losses. Let me tell you who he fought. He fought Moses Atama. Atama stopped him in 2 rounds. Uh, Frazier Clark, he beat Frazier took him 10. He got stopped by Mahmoud off in 6. He lost to Huey Fury.
Wow.
He got stopped by Jarrell Miller. He got stopped by Povetkin. He got stopped by Bacoli.
Well, that Povetkin probably ain't count.
Listen,
You
this
know.
brother fought Vladimir Klitschko in
yeah,
2012,
I don't
yeah,
remember that.
and they went to
Klitschko beat
decision.
him dead.
It sounds to me like
And
this
he didn't win the
fella
round.
is
Yeah,
Does
this
anybody
fella
love
is
him,
just a
Mark?
punching bag. Say that again.
Yeah. I said, does
Man.
anybody
Hold
love this
on,
man?
Mark.
He's
Hold on, Mark.
46,
Ain't you the
46, and he's
biggest
No,
getting beat to death.
I mean it sounds
Mark?
like he's
Ain't you
a
the
punching
biggest
bag
fan
with
of
arms
Deli
and
Boy?
legs.
Ain't you the biggest fan of Deli
Yeah.
Boy? And he be getting
I am.
smashed.
Hmm.
I don't know,
What
but
you
I don't want
talking
to. I don't want. I've been calling for Del Boy to retire for years.
He be getting smashed, dude. Like, hey,
He be
hey,
getting beat
your
to a
boy
pulp.
Wilder said, I love you and smashed him.
Oh,
I said,
And
wow.
then
This
proceeded to put hands on him.
this dude is
Oh,
this
man.
dude right here that Tyson Fury is about to fight is the white version of Derek Tashore. That's what he is.
oh no.
Man.
But only thing about Derek Desor, he beat Joe Joyce. He beat a couple brothers,
It was
too.
Well,
plenty
War
to
Chisora
Josh.
Well,
got well. Let's be. I don't want to
Well,
take a crap
Joe
on War
Joyce, Joe
Chisora.
Joyce just got stopped this weekend. I don't know if y'all
He didn't
saw
get
that. Joe
no,
Yeah,
Joyce
no,
got
no,
stopped.
Mark. He
No, he
didn't get
quit.
stopped. He
He
quit.
quit.
not
He
but he
quit.
What
quit.
Wilder say? He quit.
He quit.
I mean,
what
he
did you
quit as a
see in that,
result of
He
Mr.
put his
Moore? What did
getting
you
hands
his
see
up.
in
hands
that?
on.
He put his hands up,
He was
shook
waving
both
off.
hands, and said, "No more."
No
He quit.
mas.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
It
really
looked
know
like
what
he
the
was taking those
distinction when
punches
somebody
pretty
putting
well
hands
until
on
he
you.
wasn't.
You didn't watch it.
Yeah.
You didn't watch it. I watched it. I watched him quit.
No,
He
he
said, "I don't
wasn't
want to
taking
fight
those punches,
anymore."
but he looked like he was
I,
hurt bad.
I ain't. I mean, listen. Y'all got some.
He was
Y'all
hurt
feel like.
bad, dude.
I mean, listen. Y'all got the superiority and authority. Good for you. You watched the fight. You watched the old man get beat up. God bless you. The man got
Hey, Grandpa.
TKO, quit, whatever.
Hey, Grandpa. What you think about
It's
Muay
not whatever.
Gassiev? That's my
It's
guy,
not a
heavyweight.
decision. It's not a TKO. He quit. I don't want to
He
fight
quit.
anymore. What else can you
Yeah.
take from that?
So if you look on his
Yeah, he
record,
no
it's not
monster.
gonna say TKO.
Hey, but
Gonna
Grandpa,
put a
what you think
friendly 50
about
on that.
what you think
I
about
don't care
Muay
what the score.
Gassiev?
I don't care what the record says. I don't care what Boxfoot says. I know what I saw. He turned to the referee and said, "Hey, I don't want to fight anymore."
He quit
Yeah.
Man,
flat
Sugar, you
out.
just want to fight, man. Golly.
The referee ain't know what to do. The dude
Yeah,
landed a couple
yeah.
more
He.
punches
I
on
about
him.
to say he was paused for a
Hey, he
minute. He
landed
was.
some big shots.
I'm surprised he ain't take the Puerto
So
Rican knee.
Man, I'm surprised he ain't go out, man. The way he was getting smoked on them ropes. I was like, damn.
No, see, the thing, Prize, was he was getting smoked the whole fight. I think he only he only landed like maybe 2 or 3 hard hands
And he was
the whole
talking
fight.
big boy ish too about how he back and all this. He was talking real greasy too, real spicy.
And after the fight, you know what he did when he came to? I'll be back. I'll be back. I thought, brother,
Back for
Man,
another
that
payday.
boy. He need to go sit down
hey,
somewhere
can
before
you blame
somebody
him?
put him down for good.
It's hard to let that money go. One thing I
Yeah,
learned in
money,
life is
Yeah.
everything.
that the older you get, the more money you make. And it's
I
crazy because when
think
you got all the energy and vitriol to do it, you broke. But when you start
I
No.
getting
think
paid,
Money.
that's
Listen,
when it's
Prize,
time to
I'm gonna
almost
I
go.
disagree a
think
little
that
bit with you.
dude
Because he
I
made
agree
like
with you, but I'm gonna
$700,000
Hold
disagree
on,
a
a
little
somebody
show.
bit.
That's a
breaking
lot
up.
of money.
I think
Somebody
that
Prize,
breaking
dude
is
up.
it
is
me?
traumatized. I think that dude is traumatized, BBO, because his management screwed him. I mean, he was the mandatory for Usyk. Nobody told his ass to go fight Big Bang Jang, and he
Shout
went
out
in
to my
there
boy
and got
Frontline. Just
flipped.
had David Benavidez' baby, man. Shout out to you, brother. Congrats.
Huh? Huh?
Y'all boys wild.
Hey, so look, hey, shout out to Mark. Mark could be whining and crying and complaining and saying that Brad doesn't support the Japanese brothers. There you go, right there, Mark. Shout out to the good brothers of
Yeah, good
Japan,
for you.
man.
You put
May
some you
God,
put
may
some
God, may
money.
God continue to bless and cover
Yeah,
and keep them good brothers.
yeah, you put some money into the
Hey, shout
Japanese
out to all the
economy, which is
Japanese
gonna go
women,
in the
man.
monster's pocket. Good for you.
Man,
Thank you for that.
listen, shout out to Inouye. Hopefully he'll grow, like you say, Mark, some nuts and move and and fight a black American named
When he
Tank
go in
Davis.
there and he stop shoo,
Hey,
I don't want to
I
hear
ain't
no
gonna lie, man.
excuses.
I don't think Tank gonna be fighting no time soon, bro.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
What you think about
Is
that
Tank?
Bam Inouye, BVO?
I think he gonna f Bam up. Bam is too small.
I wasn't impressed. I think Inouye is smoke
Hey,
him. You know, I
Bam
don't
look.
even like
Hold on. Hey,
Inouye.
Bam, the only dude I
Yeah,
know
we
that
know
go
you a
up
hater,
in weight
Prize.
look bad, but because he stopped, everybody forget how bad he looked at time, bro. He's too small, man.
Appreciate you,
What
TD.
is he?
TD.
too small, man.
I like Bam Bam, but I don't really care for anyway because I want to see him come to America and prove himself the way he does in Japan. But I
Man,
Yeah,
think
he's
he
been
can
exactly.
to
beat
America 5 different times,
man.
Prize.
Come
Tell
on,
Who
man.
did
Tank
he
Davis.
fight?
Come
What
on,
do you
Mark.
mean who he fought?
He did beat
Man,
the
he
boy
literally
from
had to pick
Philly.
himself off the canvas against Ramon Cardenas.
He went to Scotland and fought Edwin Rodriguez. Stopped that boy in 2 rounds.
Is that the same boy that got almost unalived by an old faded Nonino Donaire? That boy?
Yeah.
No,
He need man.
no.
Come on now.
That's the boy that put hands on Gary Antonio Russell.
And Dane asked a question. He said, "What was Cool Boy?" Respectfully, Cool Boy was half a man. He couldn't
Wow,
make the
the
weight anymore. We see
disrespect.
Cool Boy is already at 135. He knew he couldn't make that weight. That's why they sought him out.
It's a whole lot of excuses. I
Why
remember,
didn't he
I
go
remember,
ahead?
I remember when guys was saying Monster Inoue was ducking MJ. Boy went in
Nah,
there, outclassed him. Oh, who's MJ, man? Nobody care about that. Y'all are just ridiculous to me.
Oh man, we got England and
All we want
Argentina,
is
fellas.
say that again, Mr. Moore.
Oh, the game
We
is
got
on. Is the
England
game
and
on? Shoot,
Argentina,
I
fellas.
completely
Oh, it's
forgot.
on. Okay, yeah, I'm about to watch
I
that and
gotta
chill
watch
out
my
for a
yeah.
little
boy
bit.
Jude Bellingham. Bellingham is
I
killing
don't
the
watch
game.
none of that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who playing.
Bellingham is
I don't
killing
know
the
And
who
the
they
game.
Knights
fought.
of
I don't know who they
England,
lost
Kenneth
to.
Did
Saxon.
you watch the wrestling prize with McGregor this past weekend?
Yeah, the
Oh my
wrestling was
God,
trash.
no, that
Didn't
was
wasn't that this
terrible. Why
Mr.
y'all put
Moore?
that
What
old man in the ring like that? From the break,
The
he
wrestling
man?
was
blew
trash. He
his
come
knee
out
out
jumping
for
like
a
Man.
he
one
in
kick.
Tekken.
Mr. Moore, do you feel like did you see it as an injury on that stupid kick, or do you feel like he had a pre-existing injury?
I saw him plant his leg to throw that kick, and I saw his whole knee buckle. I saw it
Mm.
pop out. He blew it out. He's too
Yeah,
old. Too old, too
yeah.
many injuries, too much coming off from steroids. He's done.
But
Yeah.
Stick
Sheldon
a
Moore,
fork
do
in
you
him.
think
He's done.
Stick a fork in him.
I
Damn.
kind of feel bad for Max Holloway because Max Holloway is really gonna go in there and put hands and feet on him.
Well, he
That
Max
got the
was
got
gonna
easy.
paid. Max
become
don't feel bad.
that
He
was
got an
gonna
Max
easy
got paid.
become
400K.
He got
He got
paid
paid. He don't feel
for
bad.
a minute of fighting.
no, but I'm saying I wanted Max to go in there and become a superstar because Max Holloway deserves to be a superstar.
Didn't they
Putting
rumble
hands on
before?
Conor
Max is
McGregor.
already a
Mark.
Damn.
superstar. What are you talking about?
That was
Connor
back
Max
beat
is
in
him.
already a superstar.
he ain't no goddamn Conor McGregor. He ain't getting paid $20 million. So
He
just
ain't.
cut
That
that
was
out.
never gonna happen. Who is? Come
He didn't
on,
even get
Mark.
paid $1 million,
Max
Mark.
Holloway got the highlight reel knockout of
That's
all
what I'm
highlight reel
saying.
knockouts. If there isn't a knockout in the UFC that will ever top that one.
But he still will never be a
Now
$20 million
I
fighter,
like that
Mr.
boy
Never
Moore.
Bless
ever.
Hollow. I like now listen,
Come on over here,
Bless
Justin.
Holloway, Sheldon
Justin, come
Moore.
right here.
Bless
Stand right
Holloway.
here. And then knock him out.
Mm.
Come
That's what
on,
I'm
man.
saying. That's what I was about to say. Max Holloway, he like to do that where at the end of the fight, he like to put dudes to bed. He point right to the middle of the ring and he say, "Let's go." And they go toe to toe, and he put that boy Justin Gaethje to bed.
Mm.
That was one of the
Ain't,
nastiest things I ever seen in my life. That
Who
thing
ain't
was
was
no
up on
worth.
the
knockout
cards? Who was
in
winning that
UFC
fight, Mark?
history ever gonna top that.
I had
Never
Max was
Justin
gonna
Gaethje
winning.
top that.
winning. I had
Okay.
Justin Gaethje.
Max was
Oh,
already
you
winning
talking
the
about, I
fight.
don't know the
I
rest
had
of
He
them
was
Justin
already
dudes.
Gaethje.
winning the fight.
Mm.
I had Justin Gaethje winning that fight.
Hey, listen, fellas. Before we get out of here, let me ask y'all this real quick. I want to start with Mr. Moore. Like Diego Pacheco, man, he's fighting this weekend.
No,
Are you
nuts.
expecting him
No
to be
nuts.
world
Yeah, I know.
champion in the
I'm going.
sport?
Never.
Yeah.
You going to a
Never.
nutless dude's fight?
Hey, look,
Oh,
he
why is
gonna
he
fight.
getting that
He's fighting
claim?
at the Home Depot Center in Carson. If I time it right, I get there about 6:37. They'll be passing out tickets in front of the building. I can get one for free.
Wait, is that on Saturday? Hold on, is that on
Yes,
Saturday night,
Saturday.
Sheldon Moore?
Yeah.
Are you gonna miss the World Cup
Look,
final for
let me tell you
Diego
something, brother.
Pacheco?
Mm.
The World Cup final is
Tell
Saturday.
me.
Is it Saturday?
Man.
Yes,
Check the time on it, Mark.
yes. Are you out
Oh
of
no,
your
I won't.
mind?
No, I won't watch it. If the World Cup finals on, I won't go. I'll be watching the World Cup final. But look, let me tell you this. The only people that's gonna be in the Home Depot Center to watch Diego Pacheco fight is his family. Ain't nobody else coming.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That I mean, shout out to Pacheco, man. Like, I mean, he really just. I mean, he let a couple of bad performances really just
Nobody knows that dude.
ruin him. Dang, he need to get that Berlanga fight. Like,
He don't want no smoke with the King of New York.
dang, he can't beat Berlanga.
Look, let me tell you
No,
something. And this
Berlanga
is the
knock
sad
him
part.
out.
You brought up Berlanga. Nobody knows the dude either. Nobody knows that dude.
Who don't know the King of New York?
They can't even fill up the Hulu room.
Yeah, that's
Him and
nasty
Richard
work.
Hitchens, because nobody knows that dude.
I feel
I'm
like
talking
they
about
over.
the King,
TD
though.
said they
These dudes,
overpriced the
man.
tickets.
Nobody knows these dudes, man. Nobody knows these dudes.
New York gonna show up.
No, they not.
How many
No,
people
they're
live in the
not.
state of New York? Ain't about 3 million people in the state of New York. They can't
They
sell. They
not
can't
gonna
sell
show up. The
4,000
last
tickets.
Man, you crazy.
the last time they saw that dude, he was laying under the bottom rope, banging his gloves together. They
Man,
not showing up for him.
hand wrap issues, didn't he?
Can y'all hear
No,
me?
Yeah,
hey, they not showing up for that dude. I bet you Fat
the
Joe
game. The
won't be
Before
game
I
there.
just
get
I
out of
started.
bet you
here,
that. I bet you Fat
Yeah.
Joe won't be there.
yeah,
I
before
bet
I
you
get
River
out of
Mom won't
here,
be
I
there.
Stank
just
said he
wanna
I
ain't even
bet.
the king of the block. Damn, man. Come on, put some respect on the King of New York.
Mm.
The king of New
man.
York
Listen, but
is
Berlanga's a bodega boy.
is
Let's stop talking about him.
the king of New York is like,
Y'all
well,
bought him up.
how old is Christopher
I just
Walken
want to
now?
say
How old is
before I
Christopher
get
Walken?
out of
80?
here,
Is he 80?
Yeah.
Christopher Walken is 80. That's the king of New York.
What you was
Damn.
about to say, Mark?
I just want to say before I get out of here to Sheldon Moore, to Irony Boxing, the Argentina boy. I just want to say I'm rooting for the English to get it done today. And at the end of the match, we're going to be singing Sweet Caroline.
That's why you fell off. That's why they cut your service. Yeah,
Shut his
yeah,
mic off.
yeah. How you gonna go
Shut his
against the
mic off.
goat, Messi? Come on,
I'm
man.
going. I'm going for Argentina.
Yeah,
I'm going for the
man.
brother
I don't
from
even watch it,
England,
but
Jude
now that I know the
Bellingham.
rumbling, I'm going for Argentina.
The brother from England,
You know
Jude
what? I might just
Bellingham.
check it
Shout
out. You
out
know,
to
I
Is
don't
him.
he
watch
nice,
no
Mr.
soccer,
Moore?
bro.
I ain't
He
seen him.
nice. He nice. Jude is nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this game.
He nice with it.
What time it come
Messi,
on?
you're
This
going
game on
down.
right now.
Yeah,
Prize,
it's
you
2
off
minutes in
yet?
the game. The
No,
game
I'm
is 2
talking about
minutes
the
old.
championship.
It come on
Oh,
Saturday at
on
night.
Saturday.
Saturday's like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like 8 o'clock in the
So
Meadowlands. They
then
play in the Meadowlands,
eight
New
on eight
Jersey.
on. So it's probably gonna be eight for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They put the
I guess I'll
championship in
check
New
it out.
Jersey.
Yep, Meadowlands, New York.
Wow. I guess that's good enough. But man, this
Yeah,
arena, this
man. But
stadium is packed right now. They
did
in
y'all talk
Atlanta.
about Errol yet? Did y'all talk about Errol yet? Because Errol gonna get
Yeah, moving up to 160. You got him getting. Yeah, you got to get him starched.
Errol's gonna get lambasted.
Wow. By Tim
Oh
Tszyu.
no,
Did you see Tim Tszyu's last fight? He fought like a carpenter or something.
man
Did you
got
see
smoked.
Errol? Did you see Errol's last fight?
Yeah, that was about how many? That was about 12,000 sleeps ago. Excuse me, 1,200
Yeah.
sleeps ago.
Errol's gonna get
We could barely
tenderized,
remember.
battered. He's gonna get tenderized, battered, and fried. He's gonna get beat up. This dude is not George Foreman. He is not
Mm.
Sugar Ray Leonard. He is not Muhammad Ali. And he is not John Jones. Those are the only 4 guys I've seen in my lifetime take over 3 years off and come back and be successful. He's none of those guys.
Wow. So you saying so Errol is over the hill?
Errol is done. Whatever he had got beat out of him July 29th, 2023.
Yeah, that friendly 50 gonna be in my pocket, Sheldon Moore, against B3 picks. I just want to say
I'm paying y'all
that
niggas in
statement I
installments.
heard from y'all up here was disgusting. Argentina, they support Zios. Y'all disgust me,
I
and
don't care nothing
that's
about
all.
that. I care
I
about
don't
Jude
even know what
Bellingham.
that
Jude
is.
Bellingham is gonna
Yeah.
shine on these fools.
We got somebody named Harry Kane, boy. We got somebody named Harry
Harry
Kane,
Kane,
boy.
nah. He ain't been the star though lately, Mark. He been doing Bellingham. Bellingham been doing all the damage. Kane been there, but Bellingham been doing all the damage.
No,
Hold on, Harry
He's
Kane
scoring
don't
goals.
start?
Putting belt to ass.
He starts, but you know the focus. I guess they've been keying on Kane, and Bellingham been killing their ass. Like now,
Either which way.
almost had another one. Almost had another one.
When is England in a drought? When the last time they won the World Cup?
1966.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay. So they're gonna. So you already know what they're gonna do.
Dream team. This is the dream team they put together. They're gonna get it done this year. And
then why you pick France?
Oh, if Mbappe got shut down,
France
hey,
had
Spain is
everybody,
good.
man. France
Hey, hold on,
had a
B3.
dream team. They had Mbappe,
Hold on, B3.
they had Dembele, they had everybody over
Hold on,
there.
B3. Spain is good though. Spain is good. They good. They're really good.
They bad. Yeah.
I don't even understand how to follow
matchup
soccer.
You know how to play
follow the ball.
basketball?
Because you're an American.
You know how to play basketball?
Yeah.
If you know how to play basketball, you can follow soccer.
Yeah, Prize.
Just like
come
basketball.
on, have some intelligence. France is an intelligence
Just like
man.
basketball.
I just don't watch it.
Okay. I didn't like it either. I mean, but it's pretty.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't
what's
say
going on.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I don't watch
I'm
it.
gonna tell you what messes Prize up. I'm gonna tell you what messes Prize up. It messes Prize up when some tackles they call a foul and some tackles they don't, right?
I guess so.
Marky didn't like soccer until he realized whites could still compete in it. So he was like, I don't like this.
I think I told y'all before. I can't watch like the LA Galaxy or the LA Football Club or Miami FC. I can't watch that. But the World Cup every 4 years, I love it. I can watch every game.
Okay.
Because they play so hard.
That's pretty good. They play super. It's like a championship, like basketball, like finals, or like the NFL playoffs. It's
they
real
play
intense.
hard. They trying to win. You know what the party is? Hey, y'all know what the party is, right? You know what the winner gets Saturday night if they win?
Talk to us.
What?
$50 million.
To the team. Hold on, who splits that?
The players and coaches.
The winning team. The winning team.
Wow. But I guess they're gonna tax. I guess they're gonna have to pay taxes on that individually.
It don't matter.
So yeah, that's some good money.
That's a lot of money. That's
a lot of money to split between how many players on the team, Mark? 25.
You remember what
22
Anthony Joshua.
That's good.
You remember what Anthony Joshua had to pay in taxes when he
my
made
goodness, that was ridiculous.
Bag against Jake Paul.
Did he end up taking home about $40 million?
You remember what Trump did? Trump took 40% of that purse from Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
But this is what makes it so crazy is you got to remember all these dudes we watching right now. All these dudes are millionaires. They're all millionaires.
All these guys, yeah, these are the best players in the world. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
But
this is their chicken money.
Sheldon Moore, shout out to you and No Nuts Argentina, Cheer Boys Argentina, Zio supporters Argentina.
What does that mean?
They're a bunch of. That means they support a country in the Middle East that is of a certain persuasion or religion. I ain't gonna go into that. But shout out to you supporting those punks, those no good boys.
Ooh, I got England, you moron. What are you talking about?
Oh, I apologize.
I said. Yeah, he been saying Bellingham. You know, Marky, he ain't got no service. God bless him.
Well, then I'm talking to B. I'm talking to B3 Picks.
Like, but Jude Bellingham is
listen, now I'm going for the brother Bellingham too. Now, obviously, Mark got to switch my pick. I want to see the brothers succeed.
Boys, y'all want to get messy. Y'all want to get messy. That's y'all thing. I'm out. Yeah. Take it easy.
Salute to the good brother Mark. Man, you already know Mark.
Now,
I gotta play this one. I gotta play your drop, Mark.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's
gay.
Shout out to you, man. Enjoy your weekend, Mark.
Now I'm rooting for Errol. I'm not gonna lie, I'm rooting for Errol.
Yeah,
but he's gonna get lambasted, bro.
Do you feel like he could have came back to a tuna fight, or you just feel like he's just not it anymore? Like he just needs to call it?
When he did his interview 2 weeks ago, and said, "I'm already thinking about where I'm gonna go on vacation after this fight." I was like, "Yep, he's done." Let me let me get 100 of those, Lou. Let me get 100 of those, Lou.
Wow.
Let me get 100 of those, Lou.
That's gonna be a
Tim Tszyu
horrible
gonna beat
feeling
that
have to
boy.
pay off on the Errol Spence loss.
He gonna
I don't
beat
think
that
he's
boy
gonna
like
lose.
he gonna beat that boy like he owe him money. Tim Tszyu is gonna beat him like he owes him money.
But hold on, is Tim Tszyu that good?
No, Errol Spence is just that bad.
Nah, you wilding now.
No, Errol Spence is not this. I told you 3 years ago
You
when I
don't know
first
how
met y'all.
he is, Shelton, because he ain't
I've
fought.
told y'all 3 years ago when I first met y'all. Errol Spence is not what you think he is. His biggest problem is that Errol Spence has fought the same type of guy his whole career. He never really learned anything from the amateurs. He fought the same style. He fought the same guy. He beat Kell Brook, but but all of you failed to mention that Kell Brook had just gotten destroyed by Triple G 11 months earlier, had to suck down from 160 to 147, and had eye surgery after the Triple G fight. Because Triple G cracked the orbiter.
Everybody you just named is better than Tim Tszyu.
Yep.
So
Leonard Bundu
we
is
gonna
better than Tim Tszyu?
Who?
Leonard Bundu. Chris Algieri. Chris Van Heerden. Them dudes ain't better than Tim Tszyu.
Man, Tim
But Danny Garcia is
Tszyu.
better than Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia will lose to Tim Tszyu because he's too little.
Stop.
He's too
No,
little.
stop.
Danny Garcia is too
box
little,
him.
bro.
What's
Danny
Tim
Garcia
Tszyu
started
best
at
win?
100.
At a catchweight,
Danny Garcia started at
will box him.
118 pounds, bro.
Danny will box him.
Danny
At a
started at
catchweight.
118 pounds. He's too small.
At a catchweight, Danny will box his head off. At
Danny's
150.
Danny's too small. Danny, because he was too small for Errol. How's he not too small for Zoo?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He lost to Errol because he was just too
Mayweather
damn
was
little.
small.
Danny Garcia, Mayweather, you can't even mention him in the same
I'm
sentence.
just
Come
saying,
on, man.
Mayweather was small.
Mayweather was special. Danny Garcia wasn't. Mikey Garcia wasn't.
Shane wasn't that big, but he jumped up
Shane
from
was special.
140.
Mikey
He
Garcia
jumped up
wasn't.
from 35 to 47 to fight Oscar. Shane was small.
Was special. Mikey Garcia was not.
You wildin'. Shelton bugging.
How am I bugging? Shane Mosley Sr. was a special fighter. He's special. Mikey Garcia wasn't that. Never was.
Wow, he was just fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
Sugar Shane?
Sugar Shane was an anomaly. He was special.
Yeah, he's still fast. He still got, Mikey Prize, he was really fundamentally sound.
Yeah, Mikey was nice.
But he was too little.
What's too little?
Shout out to the good brother Puro, sir.
Man can make
the
the
dude
weight.
that's
How is he too
5'6"
little?
and started fighting at 118 pounds.
If you make the weight and sign the contract, you ain't too little. Or you ain't too big.
He was too small. But you're right, but it played out in the ring that he was. But whatever he threw at Errol just walked right through it. Couldn't hurt him. Just like when that
What would
little
have
redhead
happened if
Mexican.
Errol would have fought Pacquiao?
Errol would have destroyed him.
He would have got blinded. He would have lost the sight in his eye.
Man, he would have destroyed Manny Pacquiao
No,
at
he
that
wouldn't,
time.
because he'd have lost the sight in his eye. Pacquiao only had to hit him one time. The retina was already detached.
If Errol didn't get that eye injury,
he goes
smokes
blind.
Pacquiao at that time.
No, we ain't talking about if. We talking about what he had. He had an eye injury. So if they would have fought while Errol was messed up, his eye, he would have lost sight in that eye. That's what would have happened.
Well, of course that
Because
would
Errol
happen.
is not the most defensive guy in the world. Errol gets hit.
He said if they would have fought instead of the eye injury. If the eye
he
injury
didn't have an eye injury. If he didn't have an eye injury. Yeah, if he didn't have an eye injury, Errol would have smoked him. Yeah, he would have smoked him. He's too big for Manny.
Man, they said that about Margarito. He got smoked. They said that about Oscar was too big and he got smoked.
Margarito was trash, though. Come on, man.
Man, all right.
He was garbage.
He ain't garbage.
He was.
That take away from Shane Mosley. Knockout.
He He
wasn't a
knocked out
doctor.
and destroyed a dude they supposed to knock out and destroy because
Yeah,
the dude was never
Margarito
that
was
good.
running through people, bro, and including
He was
Cotto.
running through little
And he
guys.
was and he
Cotto's
was
a
lacing
little
his
guy.
gloves up. And he
He
was
ran
lacing
through
his
a little
gloves
guy.
too. You know, he was beating people. He was beating people to a pulp.
But what
England is
happened
gonna
when he
beat
fought? What
Argentina.
happened when he fought Shane? How come he didn't beat Shane for that? And Shane was 39.
Because he had
Why he
brother
didn't beat a,
Nazim in his corner.
why he didn't beat a 39-year-old dude to a pulp? Come on, man. That dude wasn't nothing. He was trash. Now,
He got caught with them.
let me tell you something. The same thing happened to a little 5'7" redheaded Mexican. Went up there thinking he gonna beat Bivol, and Bivol beat the brakes off of him because he's too little, too small,
Nah.
Man,
too
this is about
small.
to be a phenomenal game.
Yeah, they
Churro.
get ready to squat in here in a minute.
All right, y'all go ahead and watch the game. I'm jumping off. I holla at B3. Salute to B3. Smash the like on your way out.
Yeah, later
Become
on,
a
Appreciate
brother.
channel member. Become a
Put
channel
your
member.
money
Y'all know
on.
what it is.
Put your
STN
money
and
on Tim Tszyu. Put your money
People's
on Tim
Network.
Tszyu.
And I'm gone.
Wow. Well, listen, appreciate all the support. Hey, fire show. Hey, before we get out of here, Mr. Moore, they lined up Connor Ben and Ryan Garcia for September 12th at the T-Mobile Arena. They actually
Good
gonna
shit.
do it the zone. We're gonna be able to watch it on the zone as well as Paramount Plus.
Oh, it's a simulcast. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah. How you feel about that and who you think win the fight?
To me, because I don't think much of Ryan. I think it's a 50-50 fight, man.
Yeah.
I would
Hmm.
edge Ryan because he's here in America,
Yeah.
but I would not be shocked if Conor Ben won the fight. Ryan's not very good. His feet are slow. His defense is suspects. He got fast hands and he can punch, but that's about it.
Yeah, hands super fast. I agree with that. Yeah, it's
He got
gonna be a good fight, man. I'm just happy they making a fight, and we're gonna pull back up on Friday. We're gonna hopefully we get some Devin Haney news. Hopefully he can get a contract agreement, get a fight
Devin got to make
signed.
a decision, man. Are you gonna be
Yeah.
the legacy guy or the bad guy? If you're the legacy
Mm,
guy, you keep your belt. You fight Keyshawn. That's your Mando.
yeah.
Fight all your Mandos.
What's the
If
best
you're a
place to
bad
put? Where would
guy,
you put that fight?
that fight,
Yeah, Keyshawn
Keyshawn
versus
and
Devin.
Devin,
Mm-hmm.
I put it on the East Coast
Yeah, because
because
Devin done
nobody
fought in New
really.
York and he done fought in Maryland. He fought at
Yeah,
National
right,
Harbor before. Yeah, so
right, right. I would put it on the East Coast because more East Coast people will show up for Keyshawn.
yeah, that is true.
You put it on the West Coast, people on the West Coast really don't know Keyshawn like that.
Yeah, he tried. He did the whole Craig and Debo skit. You know, he went to Cali and stuff like that.
People don't
I
know him
think
like that.
he's doing good, Mr. Moore. But like you saying, he's
Yeah,
still new in the game.
but he's only 15 fights in. Nobody really knows who he is.
Yeah, on a global
You know what I'm
scale,
saying?
you're
Nobody
right.
knows who he is. He's not known like that. I mean, people. You hear people online, and you hear them talk. They make you think these guys are stars or superstars. Nobody knows these
Hmm.
dudes. The only reason we know these dudes is because we talk about them every day.
Yeah,
We don't know these cats. You go to DC, or you go to Norfolk, you go to LA, you go to Texas, and walk down the street and say, "Hey man, who's Devin Haney?" You get 10 people, maybe one of them will know who that dude is. Maybe one of them.
yeah, that controversy still, man. And like we want fighters to be clean nose. You can't be kind of messing with the law and putting your hands on women and stuff, and thinking that you're gonna have longevity in life or in sports. So I mean, I get it, man. He's gonna move at the right pace for a young brother who really can't, trash talk. You know what I'm
But
saying?
the problem is they don't have. See what it is you'll
Dang
never
said he go
get
to his backyard.
a Sugar Ray or a Hagler or Ali or any of those guys that were mega superstars because the guys today don't have the marketing behind them.
Mm,
See, all those guys back then had Madison Avenue behind them, Right Guard,
yeah,
Pepsi, Light Beer, everything. You know what I'm saying? And they were on TV almost every weekend. One of them. So the
yeah.
so the
Devin.
country knew who they were.
Yeah, I feel
These
like yeah,
dudes,
and look at pugilism. He said, "Read the room." Debo Dead versus Keyshawn Craig belongs to Kia Forum in Inglewood, California, on the back of the Paramount Time Warner $111 billion mega merger approved by the
the Kia
DOJ.
Forum, the Kia Forum.
Yeah,
You can put that. You can put it at the
in
farm.
Inglewood.
I don't know how I would do, but you can put it there.
You put if you can get them to what you think maybe they try to like pay for Pitbull on the undercard or something like that.
Now that'll help you. Yeah, get some of them Hispanics on the undercard. You might be able to pull some off. But them two by
Mm-hmm.
themselves, nah, it ain't gonna work. Not out here. Too much stuff to do.
Yeah, I think people are like. I think people would like to watch Keyshawn, you know, fight in general, but they gonna want to see some of their guys, like you saying. So maybe try to get a Pitbull, maybe a Tito Mercado.
Yeah, get some of them dudes on there.
Yeah, try to see if
You just
maybe
have to
a
fight.
Jose Ramirez. Then maybe they do a Pitbull Crew versus Jose Ramirez at one.
That
Oh
might
no,
work.
I think Jose
That
moved
might
out of
work.
140.
Yeah, but you got to remember that Tito Mercado dude, he just fought in the hotel ballroom in Ontario. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many people know him either.
He said people that said VA to Cali, we can go back and forth. Norfolk a global town and got Cali peoples. Yeah, you know, Norfolk is a military town. A lot of people know what Norfolk is. And, you know, a lot of people live in Hampton Roads, pugilism. You the mayor of Norfolk. Shout out to the good brother pugilism. You know,
Yeah,
we
people
know
that you don't understand, dude. People don't know these dudes, man. You think people know? You don't know these cats. They don't have no commercials. They're not on TV. You don't hear nothing about them unless it's a really, 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 really big fight. Other than that, you don't hear nothing about these dudes. People know the UFC dudes more than they know boxing.
that's a good point.
Shakur Stevenson was just on the UFC broadcast. They call that man Jalen Williams.
They said they
They
thought he
call
was
that
a
man
ball
Jalen
player.
Williams.
They thought a 5'7" cat was
Come
a
on,
NBA
man.
ball player.
They
The
showing
last
you
person that short
that
in the NBA was Spud Webb.
yeah. They showing you that saying that we used to have back in the day is true. They think we all look alike.
Damn.
Because they had no idea who he was. Like, oh, that looks like Jalen Williams. Okay, put that up.
And that's sick because
Now,
they just signed Shakur. He was on the stage at the weigh-in and everything.
now, to Dana White's credit, I'll say this. I bet you everybody who's in that production truck is fired by now. I bet you they fired.
Yeah, the way Dana was talking, he
I
like he
bet
gonna
you
make a
he fired
statement.
him.
The way he
Because
was
that was
talking,
irresponsible.
somebody
You
need
got
to.
to do your homework.
Yeah,
Because
I
somebody
agree.
just looked at his face and said, that looks like Jalen Williams. Put that up.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, what fight are you expecting for Shakur? First fight out for Zuffa.
El Rayo.
Yeah,
If it's not El Rayo, within the next week, because Devin has to make his decision by Monday. Am I correct?
yeah. I think they say he has 5 days left.
So
So
if
yeah,
it's not El
sound Monday
Rayo,
sound
the
about
first
right.
fight will be Devin Haney. Because think about it. What fight makes more money? Devin versus Keyshawn or Devin versus Shakur?
It's definitely Devin versus Shakur, but I feel like they need to make it. They need to make it since they doing co-promotion. They need to find a way to get Shakur to fight for the full title at 147 because
Well, here's the thing, right?
the
Here's the
catchweight
thing.
stuff is trash.
Devin beats Keyshawn. What are they gonna say?
He was inexperienced. They gonna say, yeah, he didn't have
Devin
enough
beats
rounds boxing the pros.
Devin beats Shakur Stevenson even at a catchweight, a pound for pound guy. What are they
They
gonna
gonna
say?
say he was a weight bully. They say he was too big for Shakur. He dragged Shakur up.
Oh yeah, you know I'm talking about the people that really count. I ain't talking about the people on YouTube because we really don't count. We make up narratives as we go along.
Well, yeah. If he beat Shakur, I mean, anyway, he's pound for pound. He might be pound for pound. They're gonna put him top. They might not put him over in a way, but they're gonna put him right behind in a way. He gonna probably be like number 3, number 2, or number 3. Because
Exactly.
Shakur is number
Yeah.
3. So they probably gonna put
Yeah.
him above everybody. And
Yeah.
Usyk is gonna be coming off of it. So yeah, he'll be number 2 pound for pound.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, because you got to think about it. You're a content creator now, and I'm proud of you, brother. You really in the game. You doing your thing, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you, Mr. Moore.
But you got to remember, being a content creator, you got to listen to a whole lot of other people, right?
Yeah. I know
You
what's
got to
going
listen
on.
and see what's happening. You got to read the room. You got to listen and see what's happening. Now, be honest. Content creators make up narratives as they go, don't they?
Absolutely.
Don't they? They make up narratives as they go. So if I like Shakur and he wins, I'm gonna say all these superlatives about Shakur and tell you how trash Devin was and how I always knew it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I like Devin, I'm gonna do the same thing, am I not?
Yeah.
Because that's what my audience is gonna want to hear.
Yep. It's a lot of people
I,
pandering.
yeah, I was talking to a content creator yesterday, and I told the person, I said, look, because they finally said, well, I just don't like the nigga Crawford. I said, that's all I've been wanting. That's it. I'm cool with that. Because you make up all these excuses about the dude. He never fought this guy. He never fought that guy. He beat this guy. This guy was compromised. Just say, I don't like him. And whatever he does, I'm going to shit on him. Just say that. And then I'm good with you. I can understand that. I can respect that. But when you make up all these lies saying that he ran away from Boots, come on, man. Boots is the one that left the whole sanctioning body. He never had to fight Sean Porter. He could have fought you. You could have forced him to fight you, but you decided to leave. Now, I don't know if that was your team. I don't know who it was. All I know is what happened.
How do you see? Let me ask you this: what's the bigger fight, or out of these three? How would you rank these three matchups as more exciting or more intrigue? You got
Okay.
Ryan versus Conor Ben.
Man.
You got Devin versus Keyshawn and Devin versus Shakur.
Devin versus Keyshawn is the most exciting because Keyshawn has the ability to knock you out.
Yeah.
Devin and Shakur
if
gonna
you
be a
had to
test
put
match.
money on for all three of those, you would pay to see Devin versus Keyshawn before the other two.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's more exciting.
Yeah.
You know what? Come on, B3. You've been in boxing a while now. At least 4 or 5 years that I've known you. You know what Devin and Shakur gonna look like. You already know.
Yeah, fencing.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be a chess match.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a chess match. Ryan and Conor Ben. If Ryan is on his game, it's gonna be a slugfest. Ryan gonna come forward. Conor Ben gonna come forward. It's not gonna be too highly skilled because neither one of those guys are highly skilled, but it's gonna be a slugfest.
Yeah.
Devin gonna
Yeah,
have to think and fight messing with Keyshawn because Keyshawn gonna press him and Keyshawn's gonna make him fight.
Yeah, that's really. Oh, they talking about Jake Paul fighting The Rock. Terrible.
Nobody wants to see that, bro. Nobody wants to see Jake Paul fight another 60-year-old. The Rock is 60 years old, bro. Nobody wants to see that.
Right, and he don't box. Muscles do not win fights.
Who don't want to see that?
Nah, that'd be horrible for Jake in boxing. That'd be terrible.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't even watch it, bro.
Dwayne
I wouldn't even watch
Johnson.
this. Now, if you want to get into a WWE wrestling match with The Rock, I'll watch that.
Oh yeah, for
But a
sure.
boxing match? No. Yeah. A boxing match? No. It's stupid.
This kid ball. This is a Balbus got so many different pages. Shout out to Balbus. He said, I want England to win. I'm pulling for England. Shout out to Argentina and shout out to everything Messi has done. But I want England to break the drought and win win the World Cup. Break that drought, man.
Yeah, I want the young brother to shine.
The Knicks broke their drought, so I want England to win.
I want the young brother to shine. I want Jay Bellingham to get his just due.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
he
And
gonna
shout
get
out to
earned
E
today.
Gibson. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Make sure y'all hit the follow button, hit the like button. He said, I'm curious to see how Spence looks. Yeah. Yeah, me as well. I think he looks like he's in good shape. But dude, that's in the gym. We're gonna see what happens with these they fighting in 10-ounce gloves. So I mean, we'll see what happens when he get hit with them 10-ounce gloves from Tim Tszyu.
And don't forget, the man said, I'm just waiting to see where I'm gonna go on vacation at after this fight. He said that 3 weeks ago.
I can't believe I didn't hear that part. That's nasty work, Mr. Moore.
That's what he
If he
said.
said that, then you
Go back
know
to
he.
the
I mean,
video.
I thought he had money in the bank. He said he ain't even touched the Crawford money.
Oh, he did. He said he still ain't touched the Ugas money or the Danny Garcia money.
Mm.
No,
Earl.
not Danny Garcia. Not Danny Garcia. He said he ain't touched the Ugas money or the Crawford money yet.
Yeah,
So he ain't touched none
yeah,
of that money.
that's pretty good, and that's got to be upwards of $30 million.
Yeah, he got money. But that don't mean nothing. When you're going into a boxing match with another professional boxer who said he wants to knock your block off, retire you, get you out of the sport, and your best comeback is, I can't wait to see where I'm going on vacation after this fight, brother, you already lost. You already lost.
And you can see
Your
Tim
mind
Tszyu
ain't on
looking
this.
at him like food too. Tim Tszyu,
Your mind ain't on this
man,
boxing. Your mind on something else.
man, yeah, that brother, he better. But he be going to see his family every weekend, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
Now, don't get me wrong, though, E3. If he pull it off, I'm going to give him all the credit in the world because I ain't seen nobody do it. Last
yeah,
person I seen do it was George Foreman. That's the last person I seen do it.
yeah. And Errol
So
not
if he
even
pull it
that
off,
high in age, but I'm with you.
yeah. Well, the last fighter I seen do it, I got to take that back. The last fighter I seen do it was John Jones. John Jones took 3 years off, came back and beat Cyril Gane. So that's the last guy I seen do it.
Yeah, John Jones is special. We gonna
I
see
thought
how
Errol was special.
special Errol is
I
because,
thought Errol was special.
but yeah, but Floyd told you for years that Errol was fighting out of his weight class. He should
Yeah,
have been a high. He should have been a higher weight. And just because the all-time great Bud do something to you, I expect Bud to whip most people ass. So I
right.
mean, I
I
know a
got
lot of people was picking Errol, but nobody ain't messing with Bud like that. These dudes can't beat Bud Crawford. They
Well, you
think
got to
they
understand
can.
this too. I'm not going off the skill set because I think Errol, when he's on his game, is a way better boxer than Tim Tszyu. I'm
Yeah,
going off the fact that Tim Tszyu been out here fighting for the past 3 years. Even though he lost a couple, he been fighting, and Errol Spence has not. That's what I'm going off of.
yeah, yeah. You right. E. Gibson said Fury and Joshua got fights coming up too. Yeah, we talked about that. He said he want to see where Spence skills is at and his head is at. Yeah, Fury is fighting Marcus Vok in Thailand. Next week. That's gonna be he's giving all his They say he's giving his purse away to charity,
Okay.
and AJ's fighting the dude Pringa.
Pringle,
You
yeah.
know, yeah. So
Tune up.
we'll see how much resistance he
Just to
gives
see where he's
AJ.
at. And you just want to see if he want to fight.
Right? Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, we fight all night TV. Salute, bro. He said, yeah, the fighters that once again, yeah, they moved it up. It smelled like a leg injury to me. Probably can't put in the road work to lose the weight. Ooh, come on, man.
What are you saying? Leg injury for Errol?
Yeah, saying he said he can't lose the weight.
Well, he
Oh,
did ask him to move it up to 160. I don't know if that was a chess move or he can't make the weight. It could have been a chess move, though. I just don't want to drain myself.
right. Because you gotta think about it. I mean, these dudes is already gonna be. What is Arrow coming down from when he first started camp? Maybe 185,
Probably about
190?
185. Probably 185,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're gonna have to cut 25 pounds through camp and going to Australia to, get the final
Yeah,
5-6 pounds off.
right.
So it's gonna be hard to hold. He said Spence 36 now, I think. Yeah, Spence getting Errol getting up there. Faye
He's
said Errol
36
just a
now,
plain
so
old fighter, no special effects. Mm.
well, we told y'all that before. Y'all still said he was the Tim Duncan of boxing. Ain't that the narrative they used to use?
Man, he whipped so much ass moving throughout 147 and through the amateurs. I mean, he really that USA, I mean, they put him on a pedestal, Mr. Moore. Just boxing in general because he was supposed to be like the black golden boy. Um and being from Texas, that's a big market down there.
You know
But
what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I credit Al Heyman and his team because they did a
yeah.
great marketing job with it all. They did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
They put him in there
1,000%.
with a couple dudes that could really fight. They put him in there with Sean Porter, and it didn't go the way they thought.
Nah, that was a tough fight. He had to dig it out. He had to get a knockdown late in the fight to win it.
Right. And then they
Yeah.
put him in there with Terrence Crawford, and it went
They
exactly the
don't
way they thought.
it went the
That's
way they
why they
thought.
avoided the fight. It went exactly the way they thought.
I'm in agreement.
So, Errol was
Faye is going on.
a
He said
good
he got Brian
story.
Norman destroying Errol in 7 rounds. Come on.
At 147? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Right
Probably at
now today.
147. Yeah. Errol today, yeah, he probably destroyed Errol at 47. If Errol could even make 47. I don't think this Errol today could even make 47.
Man. Yeah, this gonna be he definitely can't make 47. I was surprised he made it for the Crawford fight, but he just wanted to I guess he didn't want no penalties and no excuses. I mean, he really made a way for that Crawford fight to be made. He didn't want to mess that money up at all. That's what I'm saying. These guys, like you saying, Errol, this guy's about his money, man. Yeah, so you right, Mr. Moore. We gonna see, man. I'm hoping and praying that Errol really come to fight and nothing crazy happen. Because knowing Al Heyman and PBC events, Mr. Moore, if you ain't looking good, they gonna call the fight. They gonna just go ahead and pull you out.
Yes.
Yeah, they not messing around with their money or any future money that they can make off of you. Whatever, however, if the fight ain't going your way or you ain't doing what you supposed to do, they gonna go ahead and they gonna make sure the referee or somebody pull you out.
Right.
So we gonna see. He said Eskimo Joe.
Right. They're not gonna let
You
they
don't
look.
think FaZe don't think Errol got no punching power? What's up, FaZe? You talking about the body snatcher, the eye collector? He's saying Brian Norman Jr. hits twice as hard as Errol Spence.
I don't
Wow.
know about that. I don't know about twice as hard. I believe at 47 he's probably a harder puncher, but I don't believe twice as hard.
Mm.
Errol Spence was a volume puncher. He wasn't really a power puncher. He punched with volume. He hits with a lot of shots, continuous shots. Errol was kind of like a locomotive. Once he got rolling, it was hard to stop him.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see like what punches, what combinations he put together for Tim Tszyu. And can he is he gonna be able to hurt Tim Tszyu?
And that's gonna be the biggest question, B3, is punch selection. Is
Yeah.
is your punch resistance. Because we know Tim Tszyu quit against Fandora. He just couldn't take it no more. You remember that?
Yeah.
And Errol
Yep,
Spence,
sure
the last
did.
time we saw him, he was getting mauled, but he did not quit. You got to give that to Errol. He didn't quit. He would have just kept getting up. So Errol is
Yeah.
a tough guy.
Yeah, he
But
is.
we know for a fact, because we've seen it, that if you hit Tim Tszyu hard enough, he will quit.
Mm.
Hit him hard
That's a
enough,
good
he'll quit.
point. Yeah, that's true. And at the end of the day, like he probably know his paydays out there for him in the future, like too. So he already done lost before. So he more so like
This
he
is his
ain't going.
last. To me, the way I see it, bro, this is his last shot at big time boxing. If he loses this fight, he's done.
For Tim Tszyu?
Yes, sir. You lose a
Mm.
fight to a 36-year-old dude coming off the couch after 3 years, and you like 29 years old. Yeah, we done with you, buddy.
I
We
don't
done
think
with
Tim
you.
Tszyu looked good in his last fight. He didn't look too good.
He didn't. He didn't. But this dude been on the couch for 3 years. People keep glossing over that.
But is he not? Is he not one of them guys, Mr. Moore? Like, think about with Jamal. Like, is he not? We gotta see. I'm with you though. We ain't seen him in 3 years.
How was Jamal one of those guys when he beating up dudes like Cornflake? I'll
At
make you
least
one of
he's
those
getting
guys.
us. At least he getting a stoppage. Tim Tszyu just fought a Cornflake, and they went like
And
12
knocked him out.
rounds.
And knocked him out, right? You didn't have to do that?
Tim Tszyu went all 10 in his last fight with that Carpenter guy.
Well, let's see if Errol can go all 10 or all 12. Let's see if Errol can make it all 12. After 3 years on the couch, let's see if Errol can make it all 12.
Yeah, that's a heavy proposition right there. I'm with you, Mr. Moore. Yeah, I'm with you.
That's all I want. Hey, look, to me, if Errol goes all 12, he wins. After 3 years on the couch.
You think he could win a decision in Australia?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah.
But just going to 12, he wins. Because I don't expect him to do that.
Man, Peaceless, he said he feel more comfortable watching Zab Judah in this shape now versus Tim Tszyu than 70% Errol Spence. Wow.
Man,
We Fight All Night TV
the
said he would
nostalgia
bet
and
Tim by split. Wow, you got it
yeah,
going all 12. I'm betting on inside 12 either way. Okay, so Pugilism say inside 12. We Fight All Night TV said 10 by split. Man, I don't see this fight going. I got E. Gibson said I got Spence by TKO later rounds. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, if this go 12, that's gonna be like a grueling
here's
fight. I
the
don't
thing,
think
right?
his eyes can get through that.
But here's the thing, right? This is the thing for me. People going off the nostalgia and people love Earl and Earl hanging with the rappers and Earl's cool. But that's not gonna win you a fight. You ain't done nothing in 3 years, man.
Wow.
Do you even want to get hit like that with 10-ounce gloves? Do you want it? Because you said yourself, you ain't touched the Ugas money or the Crawford money. So you don't need money. Why are you doing this? And if it gets nasty in there, do you want to continue?
He said Spence is a winner in life, more so if he goes 12, that'd be a huge moral victory for Spence. Yeah,
Yes, I agree.
the way I
I
look at
agree.
it though, with Arrow though, Mr. Moore, I feel like he is one of them competitors where he don't want this man Tim Tszyu to have a win over him. More like when Devin said he wouldn't let a white boy beat him, like that type of mentality where
That's cool.
he not gonna hold. All I'm saying is this: he just not gonna go over there and lay down. I feel like
No,
that's good. That's good for us as boxing fans and anybody that's thinking that Arrow has a chance to win. Arrow's gonna give you 100%.
right.
Whether he
And
has
that's good.
100% to give, we'll see.
Yeah, and that's good. What I was gonna say is this: he has the mentality that I don't want to let this guy beat me. This guy's not gonna beat me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just ain't nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But that's what I'm saying.
He's not gonna lay
If
down,
Tim
but
Tszyu was
maybe
one
this
of them
dude gonna lay you
skillful
down.
guys,
This
then
dude
I
might
would
lay
be.
you down.
It's just that Tim Tszyu, he's not as skillful to really. I don't think he's as skillful enough to expose Arrow. It's gonna be a dog fight in there, and like you saying, it's
And that's
gonna
what
be
I'm saying.
who can take whose power.
And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes When it comes down to just a straight dog fight, because I agree with you, it's gonna be a dog fight. Sometimes the
England must have
29-year-old
scored.
dog will beat the 36-year-old dog. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he is that young. Man. Well, hopefully this is not a cash grab, and hopefully, you know,
Errol done
every
told you it's a cash grab. If Errol is telling you, I'm already thinking about where I'm gonna go on vacation. It's a cash grab.
yeah, he did.
He's telling you that.
Yeah, that's kind of concerning. That's the biggest concern for us. So we gonna lock in for it next week, and we gonna definitely see how everything shake out. It's
For
a
sure,
big
man.
week. It's a big week for sports next week, and like you're saying, we do got the World Cup final
Saturday.
on Saturday, so that's gonna be good. I think Kamaru Usman is back as well this week.
Yeah, he's back. He's back Saturday as well.
I think Drake
He's
is gonna
fighting.
beat him though. What you think?
Ricky Duplessis is gonna put the Beats by Dre on him.
Right. Yeah, right. It's gonna get ugly, I feel like.
Yeah, because Kamaru's what, 38?
Yeah, he's up there.
He gonna put the Beats by Dre on you.
How far behind is we? I thought they said did England not score?
Nobody scored yet. 45 minutes in.
Oh, Marky over here message in the chat like somebody scored.
I got 3 minutes of stoppage time. I'm at 45-51, and it's 0-0, but England is attacking. Maybe they're getting ready to score. Marky might be ahead of us a little bit. Because I'm
Nah, they
watching in
ain't scoring.
4K. You know, when you watch in 4K, it slows it down. Have you noticed that?
That's nice. That's good. Errol gets cooked by Laura too, man. Y'all selling. Y'all think Errol is done.
No, Laura, I don't know. Laura's like 50 years old. I don't know if Laura can be. Laura old as Methuselah.
Let's go, man. Y'all follow We Fight All Night TVs. I have a trailer dropping on this fight at 5:30. Let's go. Let's go.
They ain't stopped it yet. So, okay, they're attacking again. B3. Oh, he got fouled. They get a free kick.
Yeah, this gonna be a phenomenal second half. I don't think nobody gonna score in
Yeah,
the
second
first.
half is gonna be wild, man. I'm gonna love second half. It's gonna be
Hopefully
wild.
they go
They
to
gonna return.
penalties.
I want to win it in regular time. I
Somebody to
want
get
to win
that.
in regular time, man. Just play the game. Penalty kicks is exciting, though. Penalty kicks are exciting.
Man, let's
So, what
go.
you think about this Schofield situation, man? Schofield and Lucas Body. Who you got?
That's a good fight. That's more 50-50 than people really think. I think that Schofield will probably I'm gonna edge Schofield to maybe stop Lucas maybe in the back half of the fight. I don't just like
Okay.
accumulation of punch. I think Schofield can really punch for that weight class.
I think he can too, but I just don't think he got a gas tank.
Man, if he gas out against Lucas, he gonna get hurt. Lucas be in there with some durable fighters, but I just don't think he's technically the best. You know, we see
Lucas,
Ashton Silva is not that good, respectfully.
yeah, he's not very good at all.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna put too much emphasis on him stopping, Ashton Silva. I'm more so looking at Schofield as he's serious, like he's seriously training, like he's like probably one of the hardest workers in boxing.
Yeah, but you know me. I'm like you. We come from the same cloth, B3. I'm old school. I don't care about that Jim Warrior stuff. I don't care about that. You
Yeah,
sparred
Chief, they
this
got it
guy,
done.
and you sparred. I
Nah,
don't care
yeah,
about
you know
that.
what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that road work. You know, like that
Yeah,
Devin
yeah,
Haney, like, shoot,
yeah,
he gonna get hit with whatever. He gonna fight you all 12 rounds. You see Devin, you
yeah.
gotta
They
kill
don't.
him.
It's no substitute B3 for road work. I don't care
Yeah.
what these new dudes tell you. There is no substitute
Hmm.
for running.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're smart, you go
So,
get you some combat boots, find you a beach, and go run.
100%. So, and Schofield got the youth on his side too.
He's a young dude. He's a real young cat.
Hmm.
Young Scully Skull.
So
He
yeah,
got
I'm
his
looking.
mommy.
Who you pick? Who
He
you
got his
picking, Mr.
mommy
Moore?
hyping him up. No, it's always good
Who
when you got your mommy hyping you up.
who you picking to win that fight?
Lucas Body.
Mm. Damn.
I don't have no confidence in Schofield.
It's
Schofield
gonna
be
be
ducking
interesting
out
to
of
see
punches.
how who make that fight. If they put that on like on Jake Paul Netflix, or they make it like or put it on the zone. Maybe they put it on the Ryan undercard. The
Well,
Ryan
he's
versus
trying
Conor
to
Ben.
go. He's trying to Golden Boy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That
Floyd
means he
is.
got to fight on his own. Golden Boy fights on his own.
But you remember he was gonna fight Lucas Body on the Netflix card. They was gonna let Schofield fight on the Netflix card until he got injured.
Yeah, Turkey. Turkey has something to do with that. I don't know if Turkey messing with Schofield after that guy, but she pulled in Saudi.
Dang. Yeah. That's a great point. But I look at it like this. Shoot, he might not have a choice because Turkey with the zone and Turkey with Zuffa and Paramount Plus. So
But here's the thing with Turkey, he got the checkbooks. He always got a choice. You may not have one,
mm,
but he does.
mm, yeah. Man, that's a great point. That's a great point. So yeah. Man, look at FaZe talking crazy now. He said, "Hey, I'll cook Earl." Come on, FaZe, knock it off.
FaZe, Errol will cook you. Errol will
You
beat you up with no training camp.
man, listen. He had you looking like Taporia. Like I was watching
Yeah.
that Justin Gaethje versus Taporia. I thought it was after the fifth round when the third round ended. I had
Do you
dozed
remember
off,
what?
woke up. I thought that
Do you
was
remember
five
what
rounds.
Gaethje was saying? I don't know if you saw the build-up, but Gaethje was telling everybody the whole build-up to that fight. This dude's a front runner. If he can't get
Yeah,
you early, he can't get you.
yeah, yup,
And what did you see in that fight? He ran out of gas. Did he not?
yeah.
Ran out of gas.
Sure did.
Front runner. Can't get you early. Can't get you.
Shout out to him. That was a hell of a performance.
It
And to do
was.
it at the White House as an American,
Mhm. Donald Trump had the chance to get a nice photo op.
sure did. And like them kids, man, them kids act like they didn't even want to shake Justin's hand.
They don't mess with common people, man. They common folk. Fighters,
Mm-hmm.
man. Common, man. That's the Trump dynasty, man. They don't mess with the help, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You
Nasty
lucky they
work.
would even speak to you. They don't mess with the help.
That's something you gotta look out
Thierry
for, man.
Henry.
Everybody.
Thierry Henry. My God.
26 has been a year of upsets in MMA. All the pound for pound guys are losing. Man.
Yeah, because when you fight, the thing about MMA is what people be saying, they tell the truth. If you fight top guy after top guy after top guy, eventually you're gonna lose.
Yeah, that's real. Somebody
Yeah,
gonna
you
get you.
can't take. Yeah, you can't take a year off between fighting the top of the top and then expect to win all the time.
And
Taporia
you
been
got
off for a whole year. You
and
can't
that's
do
a
that.
lot of wear and tear on the body.
Yeah, yeah. That's why you see now these boxers that we talk about, they fight a tough fight, then they fight a tune-up. They fight another tough fight, then they fight a tune-up. They fight another tough fight, then they fight a tune-up. They don't fight top guy after top guy after top guy because that's how you get beat.
Yeah.
Who's the last person you saw do that? Honestly.
Man. I can't say.
If you want to be technical,
Errol did it, but then he lost the bud.
yeah, but those wasn't really top guys. I mean, they were good. But they were
He wanted
in-house
the
guys.
Pacquiao fight, but then he ended up fighting Ugas. So yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
they weren't really top guys. To be honest and to be completely honest, even though I can't stand this little bastard, but the last person that I saw do that was Canelo Alvarez. He fought top guy after top guy after top guy after top guy, and he cleaned out the 168-pound division. Cleaned it out.
Yeah, Canelo is a special fighter though.
It wasn't his fault that Benavidez lost his belt because he was sniffing coke. But all the guys that had the belts, the top guys in that division, he beat them all. And none of them other dudes had done that. He did it in 11 months. Now, it was his fault that he didn't give Benavidez a shot because you held on to them belts and wouldn't fight that man because you knew that man was going to beat you up. That was your fault.
Dang.
But before you won the belts, it wasn't your fault that Benavidez lost his belt. That went on you.
Right. But he lost it because he couldn't lose the weight.
He lost the first time he lost it. The first time he lost it because he was snorting cocaine. The second time he lost it because he couldn't make the weight.
Yeah, they said it was a weird situation with the hotel and COVID or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
It was something going on.
And now I don't know who you believe in this drama, but if you believe his girlfriend, he back on the cocaine. If you believe her.
I don't think she said that explicitly, Mr. Moore, but I guess that's what she was implying, right?
Well, she said his demons have come about again. We're having problems, the problems that we all already know about. So what problem did we already know about?
So he liked the party. So he liked the party and probably hang out.
Right. She said there was
ain't
no
nobody
cheating
snoring
involved.
no coke if they ain't dealing with no shorties. I mean, it's no
She
point.
said there was no cheating involved. She said there was no cheating. She did say that. She said there was no cheating involved. But there are some things worse than cheating.
Yeah.
And the only problem that we all know about is that he liked to play with his nose. Now, do I think she was right for putting that man business in the street? No, I thought she was wrong. She was out of pocket for that.
Yeah. Just leave.
If
Just
you
leave
leave him,
on. Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah, if you don't leave him, just leave him. But don't put your business out there like that.
She trying to plead. She trying to get a plea like you left David Benavidez. Like, yeah, and y'all got them
I
kids.
think what she's doing, I think she's a goofy, first of all. But I think what she's doing, she's probably asking, she's hoping that somebody would read that and try to help him. Like a cry for help. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
It's like, or David, or maybe David would change. Like, nah, God, only person that can change person is God. That person got to make a conscious decision on their own to want to change. You can't change nobody.
Yeah, if he wants to do something different, he will. But he can't do it for his girlfriend, his kids, his mama, his career. None of that matters. The judge can't make him straighten up because I've been through all of that. I had everything. I had the career. I had the girl. I had the money. And I put all that shit on the pipe and smoked it. All of it. So I know from experience that that's not going to stop you. The only thing that's going to stop you from doing destructive things is you. You have to decide that you want to do something different, and then you will do what's required to make that change happen. Only you.
Before we get out of here, Mr. Moore, let me ask you this: Is David your number one pound for pound, or who's your top 3, top 4 pound for pound right now?
I hate to say this because I think it's just, but you got to give number one anyway. 2-time, 2 division undisputed. He's number 1. Shakur, 4 division world champion, is number 2, and David is 3. And you can put Devin or whoever else you want to put after David. Anybody you want. Doesn't matter. But those are the top 3 for me. Usyk is gone. Usyk's retiring, so he's off.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Let me ask you this before we get out of here, Mr. Moore. Devin got good news. He was able to kind of settle all the court disagreements or the lawsuits with his child's mother, Lena Saeed. They got everything squashed. He does have to pay about 20,000 a month in child support, which comes out to about 240,000 a year. Over 18 years is about almost 4.4 million. He seemed good about it, and she has to come out with a statement saying that he never put his hands on her, and he does get joint custody for his daughter. Just kind of speak to the people real quick, Mr. Moore. How important is it to kind of have custody of your kids as a man and be able to sew into them?
Well, the thing is, it's a weight off of his shoulders. He can see his child, when he wants to. They can work out their parents' schedule. They got 50-50 custody. So she can have the child so many days. He can have the child so many days. Due to the nature of his job and the amount of child support she's receiving, when he's training, she can have the child, but he can be allowed to come and visit the child. Or you can bring the child to the camp. That's a big load off his shoulder because Devin is he's an athlete. He's a special athlete, and Devin has been catered to for most of his life. So it's very hard for people in that position that Devin's in to understand the word no, and you can't. Because they think they're different than everybody else. So this frees his mind to focus on training. He's not worried about if she's getting over on him or what she's doing because he has the same amount of rights that she has. So he believes everything is fair. And that's what he needs going into a fight with anybody. His mind needs to be clear. He doesn't need to be worried about things like that. So I think it's a good thing for him. Plus, he gets off cheaper by going to court because if he wasn't going to court, him just giving her money, she could ask him for all kind of weird stuff, and he don't have no record of it. So what does it matter? And the judge in California is gonna be like, "Well, we didn't tell you to do that. If you want to know, you want to worry about how much money you was giving her, you should have brought it to us, and we could set out a schedule." So he did the right thing. Go to court, let the white folks sort it out, and stick to that plan. Yeah, he's in good shape. I'm proud of the kid.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, shout out to him. He did. You got to make big boy decisions,
Yep.
grown man decisions. So he doing the right thing, and I'm proud of him. Happy for him, and he get to spend time with his daughter, and like you say, be locked in for training. That's important because he going into some tough fights. He getting into the back half of his career, and he still want longevity in the sport. So you got to have your business buttoned up outside of the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big deal.
And some
But we gonna
things
go
your
ahead,
daddy
Mr.
can't
Moore.
fix for you. Some things your daddy can't fix for you.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta learn. You gotta learn. You're gonna have to walk your own path at certain points, and you
Exactly.
just be hoping by the grace of God that He then prepared you, to deal with him the right way. So, you know, dang, I
He
see
gonna be
y'all in
all
his.
right. So he got 5 days to make his mind up. So we get to see if he's
Uh
a
oh.
legacy guy or if he's a
Oh,
bad
my
guy.
nigga. Yeah, man. Listen, that's exciting. Hopefully, we get an announcement tomorrow or Friday morning, so that we can do a Friday show. Cause
Yeah, he
I'm gonna
probably
be
gonna
on.
make
Ain't nobody
everybody
talking
nervous.
about Diego Pacheco, but I'm gonna try my best
Nobody
if we got
cares.
to.
Nobody knows who he is.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who he is, bro. Only people gonna be there to watch the fight is his family.
Dang.
Nobody else will.
Yeah. We gonna listen. Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Moore. Appreciate you holding it down with me on the show. Hey,
Texas,
everybody
man.
that
I appreciate you having me.
already, Mr. Moore, listen. Brilliant mind. Appreciate you putting in that work with us. Hey, y'all, we blessed, not stressed. If you in here, hit the like, hit the follow. Shout out to Dr. Cam again, joining the membership today. That was lit. We need members. We need supporters of the platform. $7.99. Help the channel grow. Help the platform grow. We're gonna keep working. We blessed, not stressed. And shout out to the sport. Hey, listen. We gonna be back Friday, 1 to 3. We gonna build again. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
Later, brother.
Peace.
I need money.